Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us for, I almost said Death of Strahd, which I guess is the end game.
Assuming we make it that far.
Ah! What is this?
What
just
this
happened?
music?
I have ads on. I had Twitch loud, and the ads turned on, and I thought it was the music, and I was like, not again! It really startled me because there was like voices. Okay, now that I've had my heart attack for the night, I have to pick a giveaway winner.
Yeah!
Let's see.
Sweet.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11. All right, so we have 12 people. Someone want to roll a D12?
We're at 12 winners.
12 winners.
In our hearts, they're winners.
Number 10, lucky number 10.
If you didn't win, don't blame me, blame the dice.
All right. Let's see. Now I have to count all over again. All right. Looks like Elenond Podcast won our giveaway.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Cool. All right. I'm doing 700 villains. Also, I'm wearing a creepy bow. It's got an eyeball on it.
Nice.
Oh!
I just got it in the mail today.
Nice.
Also, I fixed my pen. Yay!
I didn't know it was
Whose friend's your
broken.
Oh, yeah, I broke it during Cthulhu.
You're much louder today.
I still need to watch that.
I was holding up like a pad of paper, and you couldn't see me, and I had an itch, so I was scratching with my pen, and it snapped off. It was super embarrassing. All right, I have to change my
I haven't
audio.
watched it yet. What happened that made you fart? What did I say?
Because you said that Verna's boss was like a tight ass, like so much so that when he farted diamonds. So, and then I rolled so high on my charm that it was like, he just wants you to marry you. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
here are all these diamonds I just farted. Oh, good times.
Yep.
Apparently I'm super loud.
Well, you're not super loud. I'm just saying you're louder than before.
Louder than
It sounds normal to me, which doesn't make sense. Because I feel like
I
we
can
probably all
hear
have the
you
same
fine.
mix.
Hey, Goomba.
As long as, if it's not too loud, then I won't change it. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah, well, especially like as the GM, it's probably not too big of an issue to have a loud mic.
True.
Goomba's in chat. Noof is hosting us on his channels.
Hello, Noof. Hello, Gumba.
We also had a new person in there that I've never seen before. I think Alex was saying. We had
Yep.
Gilmore Vac Shipper.
Mhm.
Nice.
They haven't said anything, so they may have left the tab open, or Twitch may be doing its ghost in the chat room thing again.
Oh yeah. Where's the passive perception on these new sheets?
It's probably next to the perception skill.
No.
No?
No, it just doesn't really have
son.
it, so you just need to.
How do I-
it's
How do
10
Maybe
plus
it's on the-
whatever the perception thing is.
10 plus perception?
Well, because it's 10 plus the modifier plus any other modifier, so proficiency or expertise would apply.
Yeah, it's essentially just an average roll is what they give you.
Okay. That's fine. Just want it written down for
Reasons.
personal reference.
Rolf?
I enjoy that I only have one hit point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I only
Glenwood
had
probably
one.
still feels like shit too.
You know, I gave myself health when I leveled up and only got 3 more health at the HP bump. Maybe I should take the average for this campaign, but I can
Wait,
do that
what
with my
level are
next
we at?
character.
You guys are at 3 now.
Okay. Whew.
Yep.
All right. I was like, did I not level? No, I did. It's fine.
All right. Let's see, and we're all right.
Yep.
Cool.
Also, I guess you should make sure that I can see all names and health bars since we don't have the streaming account anymore.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Hope it's a whole thing.
Okay, let's see. All right, so we got forward.
So Goomba said, "Cool news, everyone! I will be starting up my home
News, everyone.
campaign soon, either this Thursday or next Thursday, and that's really, really awesome. I'm super excited. I can't remember. Did you say, Goomba, that you were going to be streaming it or not?
And then I also think this Thursday we have Alicia, right, Ryan?
Yeah. Yes. All right.
Frozen Adira. No, she just.
She's just
that
very
frozen
studious.
concern.
Oh.
Frozen and concern.
Concern. That sounds.
Not even an exaggeration. Yep.
Yep.
The concern has evolved into a frighten.
Dice is in chat.
All right. Does anyone want to recap?
Do we also want to introduce our characters or no?
Oh yeah, let's do that since we have a new one.
Yep.
We'll just go left to right like usual.
Alright. I'm Glenwood Alfstein. I'm an older halfling, and I met up with these hooligans when, you know, our local town was getting harassed by goblins. We volunteered to go clear them out. Then we got sucked into the mist, and we dealt with the death house. We can get into the recap of that later on, but Glenwood is a rogue. I should make a decision because I'm level 3 now. I think he's going to go with the assassin archetype, because if I did Arcane Trickster, he just turned into Sneaky McSnickerson. But
I don't like it.
it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I want to try something else, so I think I will be going with assassin just because. No. Anyway, that's Glenwood.
All right. Well, I'm playing Ford, who is a halfling bard that the party hopefully will meet tonight. Otherwise, I'm just going to be just hanging out. But he also arrived in this place via the Death House, but his adventuring party was not as lucky or as skilled or as capable as this one, and he was the sole survivor of that. He hasn't been in Barovia very long, and but he's trying to do his best to kind of recover from that. Oh, and the archetype for Bard, I'm doing Matt Mercer's Maestro Bard, which seems really, really cool. I'm excited how that plays out.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm Lindsay. I'm playing a half-elf cleric named Adira. She is a cleric of Farlanine, who is a deity of knowledge and travel and horizons and stuff like that. She recently escaped the Death House. Barely, with her compadres.
Cool.
Okay. I'm playing Anwir. He's a very self-absorbed warlock. He started out his life as an acolyte in a temple for basically like a knowledge domain. And in his studies. Can you mute?
Oh, sorry.
In his studies, he came across some forbidden tomes of knowledge, which he pursued and traced down, and essentially came to the Great Old One as his patron. Left the temple and decided to do anything and everything in his power to expand his power. Got into the death house and realized that he's not as stable as he probably had hoped to be, especially with the influence of the Great Old One. So now I'm playing Anwer and Gertrude, his favorite traveling companion, a creepy doll that he found in Death House, much to the dismay of everyone in the party.
Wait, is Gertrude your familiar?
Gertrude is Gertrude. Gertrude makes all the choices in life.
Do not question Gertrude.
Or something bad might happen.
Okay, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Irena, a ancient paladin of Obakan. She has a haunted past because that's one of the things that came with Curse of Strahd is this option to play with a haunted past. So she's taken that. She's had. I don't want to give it away, but she has a lot of guilt wrapped up in this haunted past. I saw Steph's face. I feel like she's going to my character sheet to be like, oh.
No.
No. So she is, she became a paladin in order to sort of right those wrongs and pursue the destruction of evil throughout the land. The end.
The end. All right. So recapping Death House, anyone?
Alright, so we were out killing some goblins, woke up one morning, and there was a lot of fog. We stuck together as a group and found a gravel path that definitely wasn't there before. Ain't no gravel trees in that forest. Came into this deserted, rundown, ramshackle town. Came across some children. Were they actually twins? Fraternal twins, or were they just young children?
They're
Just youngins.
Little kids standing outside a house saying, Mommy and Daddy sent us out here because there are monsters in the house. And we're like, it's alright, we'll go take care of the monsters. So we went in. I'm trying to remember order of events because we just went all over the place in the house. Because we found the secret panel up to the 3rd floor. The suit of armor one-shot Irena, I believe. We're like, oh. And then it was just fighting for our lives ever since then. Because we went up, because parents were barricading the monsters in the basement, but their baby brother was up on the 3rd floor, so we went up to go save the baby, and the nanny's specter remnant was there to greet us. Then we came across the children's ghosts. They told us how to get... Oh yeah, Anwer found Gertrude, yes. The twins, I keep calling them the twins, the children told us how to get down into the basement because they had a dollhouse that was an exact replica of the house we were in. There were also some other shenanigans, like opening a window, and then we left the room and it came back and it was closed again. The library, the books, tore their own pages out and flew to someone.
I demolished it.
Yeah. But eventually we made it down into the basement. Sticking with the adage of keep to the left, we managed to avoid 90% of the encounters, as we saw later. We made it down into the basement. We found this creepy ritual room. Oh, there was this one room that had a whole bunch of weird artifacts. Then we found a secret, and we could see into this other chamber. We found a secret entrance into that chamber, and we were told we had to sacrifice someone. We're like, nah, hell with that. And then the shambling mound decided, nope, I'm gonna kill you. And it nearly did kill me. Fun what that is. we ran the F out of there, and getting back up to the 3rd floor, we found, because it was 3rd floor straight down to the basement through secret tunnels all over the house. The house was going insane. Like, the walls were melting, and every doorway was a gauntlet of blades, and so we barely made it out of the house, which before when we tried to leave, it was locked and we couldn't get out, but after facing the horror in the basement, we were able to get out, and now we are presumably regrouping somewhere in this village.
Awesome. Does anyone want to add anything?
Someone stole my ghoul skin cloak and threw it back in the house before we left.
Yeah, who did that? Ugh,
Rude.
How
what a
dare.
jerk.
Fair and square. Fair and square.
Yes,
Well,
Death
forgot
House
about that.
is a Curse of Strahd. It's like the prologue to Curse of Strahd. Or Stephanie, you have the actual books. Do you want to explain how that works? The connection between the two?
Yeah, so Curse of Strahd Death House is like a prequel to Curse of Strahd. It was like a opening adventure kind of thing. They give you all kinds of different adventuring hooks, and we did Death House because we weren't sure if we would like this, so we just stuck with something short. It was supposed to be, I think they timed it at like 6 hours, so we did it in pretty much that. Let me see. Oh yeah, Goomba. So, Curse of Strahd is going to be incorporated. I have to sneeze.
Yep. Most of us are continuing our characters. Ryan, do you want to explain the character change, or just let that get explained narratively?
Yeah, the character I played in the one shot, Maya, after the Death House, just kind of freaked out and just started running, and is probably crazed somewhere in the city, trying to get out. But from everything that I understand, there's no way out. So I'm switching characters for a few different reasons, because I just feel like this one's going to play much better in a group than my other character. Long story short.
Oh, show. All right. Yeah, now that my sneeze is gone. So Death House is in the town of Barovia, which is very close to where Strahd lives. And some like background info. Characters wouldn't really know this, but like for player info, Strahd. Let me see. Let me get my book out. So Strahd was a count, a prince, a soldier, and a conqueror. After the death of his father, King Barov, Strahd waged long, bloody wars against his family's enemies. He and his enemies cornered the last of these enemies in a remote mountain valley. Before slaying them all, Strahd named the valley Barovia after his deceased father was so struck by its scenic beauty that he decided to settle there. So basically, he's been... he like falls in love with a woman that finds him repulsive, so he like kills her and seeks to find another woman like her, and he has just been tormenting this town and the whole area of Barovia. Let me pull... I had that map somewhere. Whoops. But he's been tormenting this area for like 300 years or so. It's been a while. All right. So, let me get my life in order here. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Your whole life in order? I don't think we have time for
entire
that.
life. Oops, I can't load it. All right. I can't load the Barovia one for now. It's fine. All right. So, as you all... I'm all over the place. All right, so upon exiting Death House, you discover that the two children who had directed you into the house are nowhere to be seen. As you look around, you notice that the lampposts are now lit, casting hazy light around you through the thin fog that hangs all around you. You see that the buildings near you no longer have the windows and doors boarded up completely. Now you see a couple people kind of milling about on the street. People see you, and although they seem perplexed, it doesn't seem to shock them too much to see you. Mothers kind of shoo their children away from you, and the streets are almost silent except for this mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. I put the splash up, but you guys need the map because I'm a dummy. So you guys are here where Death House is labeled. You hear the mournful sobbing kind of in this direction of town. So what would you like to do?
I would like to ask Gertrude which way we should go.
Okay. She says nothing.
Onward, are you quite all right?
Said that there was mournful sobbing and something else, or just mournful sobbing?
You hear sobbing that you hear just mournful sobbing. Like you see people milling about now. Not a whole bunch of people because it's like I can't remember what time we left off, but it's like evening, nighttime at this point. It's dark out. So people are kind of going in for the day.
Okay. Gertrude says that maybe we should find some place to rest.
Yep. I don't know if I don't know if any of these people are people after the kids. I mean, sure, they seem like people, but yeah, we need a place to rest, regain our bearings, maybe find where Maya ran off to, poor girl.
All right. So where would you like to go?
Should maybe find if there's an inn somewhere, even if I mean, most of these places were boarded up before, but maybe we can find an old worn down one and settle in for the night there.
Maybe we could ask for directions?
Did you not just hear me say I don't think these people are people? But if that's what Gertrude thinks we should do, then by all means.
I mean, Onward, you can claim your own ideas. You don't have to attribute it to that doll.
But Gertrude has the most beautiful eyes.
Oh, Onward.
All right. So is there a certain direction you want to start heading down, or just walk aimlessly, or ask someone that you see?
I mean, I guess I would go up and try and find, or just to a person and, hey, you, and I poke him. Are you real?
Real? Of course I'm real. What do you want?
There were some creepy kids. This house tried to murder us. Do you know anything about that?
Death House. Got some again, huh? Well, you're lucky you're one of the few that got out.
This is a thing that happens to lots of people.
It happens a couple times a year. New people come to town, ranting and raving about that darn Death House.
Well, now, I'm sure this is a lovely little town, but how do we get out of here?
Get out? You think if we could get out that anyone would live here?
So... okay. Is there anywhere we can go to rest up? We're pretty rough.
You can try the tavern. If you go down this main street right up here, it kind of points in this direction. Go over there to the main street, and you hear that crying, just head right towards it, and you'll see the tavern. The light's always on.
And that crying isn't concerning? Is that just par for the course here?
She's mad, Mary. Don't worry about her.
Why not?
She's been crying like that for a week.
And no one has helped her.
She's fine. She's in her house. She's boarded herself up for some reason, but she won't let anyone in.
That's some awful loud crying.
Yeah. Keeps the kids up at night.
You'd think someone would have done something by now.
What? She poured herself in. What do you want us to do?
More than nothing.
Gertrude says this is a lovely place.
Adira, we can look into it, but I don't know about you, but I am on my last legs, so gotta find a place to rest. And we can deal with this insanity in the morning.
Absolutely. Always think better after a sleep.
So,
To the tavern?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
head
start
towards
walking
the tavern.
south.
I'm gonna kind of like hang back and play with Gertrude as we're walking.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Onweir. Like, kind of glance back every now and then.
All right. So as you guys head down the main stretch of road, houses loom over you, and the cobblestones crunch and wiggle under your feet. Couple people here and there kind of staring at you from upper windows, and you hear shutters being closed and doors slamming shut. So as you walk down this cobble path, I will need everyone to give me a perception check.
Oh, Glenwood, so glad you're here.
All right, so as you guys are walking down this path, Adira and Irena, you guys are a little too sucked into your scenery, looking at these creepy houses, kind of trying to see what these people look like. Glenwood, you notice like this flash of blue light behind you. And as you turn around, you see Gertrude exploding in this blue light that funnels up and makes its way into Onweir's eyes. And this blue light completely engulfs him. Onweir screams as if he's in pain. And just like that, the light's gone. And all you see are his eyes lit up in blue.
Onweir! Are you alright?
I know what's happening. That's awesome.
Who?
What?
Your doll just... And then the light can...
Where are we?
We're still in Barovia.
Who are you?
Who am I? Onweir.
Where are my parents?
What?
What's wrong with my voice?
Onweir?
Who are you? Oh.
I would like to insight check Onweir to see if he's playing
Yep.
another trick on us.
Yep.
You muted stuff.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Girl.
Glenwood, you got this, man.
All right, Glenwood, as you are watching Onweir talk, and as he's going through all of this, you can tell that this person is being genuine. They're genuinely terrified. They're scared, and they don't know what's happening.
All right. Calm down. What?
Adira has, because of her past, she is now super freaked out and she doesn't know what this is, so she's going to cast
What I am?
I mean, sorry, me, Irena.
Yep.
I read your name before I switched over to my character sheet to look at what I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Onweir's body.
Okay. So as you do so, at the moment, nothing happens.
Do I get to make a save?
Oh. Is there a save attached to that?
Sorry, you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed to the to you. It just doesn't say that. It doesn't say anything about making a save to resist it.
Well, I mean, maybe it fails if the target's unwilling? Because it says one willing creature you touch.
You have to physically touch me?
Yeah, I come up and I.
Okay, so as she comes up to physically touch me, I would drop into like kind of a defensive stance and not want her near me.
Reyna,
Onweir.
Adira. Calm, everyone, calm.
I'm just trying to help Onweir.
Who are you people?
I don't think that's
What is
Onweir
that?
anymore.
I'm Adira.
That's Reyna. I'm Clenwood. We just made it out of the death house. You were Onweir. Who are you now?
That evil place? You were there? Did you find my parents?
I don't know. We found there was a brother and a sister, but they were just kids.
No, not those demon children, my parents.
What's your name?
Aida? I think my name is Aida. I'm having trouble remembering.
Well,
Did any of us check that doll for magic?
What's the
I
last
don't
thing you
think
remember?
so.
Aida.
My parents and I were going through the woods, and everything got foggy. And we came to that house, and we went in, and there's terrible things in there. And my mother, she said she was going to protect me. She said it was forbidden, but she said it was the only way, and that once I was out of the house, I would be safe.
Well, you are out of the house now, so guess you're as safe as
So-
you can be.
Are Onweir's eyes still glowing?
Yes, they're glowing like bright blue. Like light coming out from his eyes glowing.
Yeah.
Not just like a little thing.
Can I make a religion check to see if I know what is going on?
Sure.
Religion? Oh, yeah, I'm proficient in it, but it still sucks. Yeah.
So just kind of racking your brain, you're not really coming up with anything religion-wise that is ringing any bells.
Aida, do you mind if I hold your hand for a moment? Approximately a minute.
What for?
Approximately 60 seconds.
At least 60 seconds while I mutter some things and cast magic at you.
It won't hurt. I want to find out what happened and if you're all right.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to find out what happened. You probably won't feel anything.
What does that mean? I don't know who you are.
She means to
I don't
help.
know who you are either.
Yep, we're all confused here, but going off on your own right now seems like it would be a bad idea.
I hold up my holy symbol. I'm a cleric. I'm not going to do anything harmful. I promise.
Can I insight her to see? I mean, Aida's pretty freaked out.
As she should be, or he.
So as Adira's kind of talking to you, she seems like she's being pretty truthful. Her gaze is steady. Her hands aren't shaking, but you're so frightened. You're still not entirely sure.
Okay. No, I don't want you to touch me. I just want you to tell me what's going on.
We don't know what's going on. We just got out of a house that tried to kill us.
What is wrong with my voice?
You, as we know it, you are Onweir, a magic user, picked up this doll, and then the doll exploded into blue light, and the light went into Onweir. And
What doll?
Are there any scraps remaining of Gertrude on the ground, or is it all gone?
Oh, I mean, Gertrude is pretty much intact on the ground.
Okay. And I point down at the doll. It's like, Onweir found that in the house, carried it around with him, brought it out of the
Maybe-
house.
That's my doll. My mother told me to hold it.
I mean, I don't know much about magic. I'm trying to figure out how to do this in character. I mean,
Wait, so did Reina's spell fail, or we just don't know what?
She didn't. She has to touch. She has to physically
Oh,
move
that's
it.
right.
And then I think it still has to be a willing creature. And if I'm
Right.
unwilling, it wouldn't work.
That's what I'm thinking.
so I don't know much about magic, but it seems to me that the doll did something to Onweir, and now you're Aida. That's as much as I can figure out.
Do I know any?
Remembering what happened? I'm having trouble remembering what happened. It's all so blurry.
Adira, you can make a history check.
Yay! I was
Probably
gonna.
done a lot of studying. You'd probably be the only one that
History is
might.
my worst. How about Arcana?
No.
Okay.
Every time. How about Arcana?
Oh, Adira, what happened?
Adira is so
Concerned?
she has like a level 40 concern right now that she can't even like rack her brain for any information.
Yep. I mean, I'm not proficient in history or arcana, but
Yeah, if Cunwood and Reina want to do history too.
I can try.
Reina also. Jeez, Clenwood coming up with these rolls.
I mean, after that nat 20 death save, it's just always
Just on a roll now.
Jesus loves
on a
me.
roll. sorry. So Reina, just like Adira, you're just like, oh, what's happening? Clenwood, as you kind of think back, you know, having done some shady things and knowing thieves can't and all these things that are kind of secretive, you recall someone talking about a consumed, which is a race of people that consume others so that they can live in a physical body, right?
Okay. So for those watching at home, we're playtesting, much to the surprise of probably the rest of the party, a new homebrew race that I was working on called the Consumed. The Consumed basically are souls that are locked away through some magical means in containers or I'm trying to think of the right word, but essentially like trinkets and baubles, vessels, in an attempt to like preserve their life. A lot of times it's done by someone trying to like grant themselves immortality. When they are found and basically the vessel is broken or breached or just handled, they consume the soul of the body and then take over the host body as their own. And they I'll be releasing some details on it a little bit later, but essentially they have some traits of the host and some traits of all consumed. So now, because of the glowing eyes and things like that, I have dark vision, but I lose a lot of things that the humans give, like a lot of the stat bumps and stuff. I lose in order to balance it out. But flavor-wise, Aida was locked away. She was trapped in the death house, and her mother, in an attempt to save her life, turned her into a consumed in her favorite doll. And Onweir, who happened upon the doll, feeling some sort of connection to it and slightly starting to go insane, brought it out of the death house, which activated it. And now he was consumed. Onweir is now no longer with us, and Aida is in Onweir's body. There's no reversing it. And
like Onweir is
gone.
dead, basically. His soul is departed.
And Aida has some memory issues because it's been a long time that she's been trapped in there, and is going to have some trouble adjusting to all of the new changes and the new body and things like that. So that's just kind of like a brief insight on what's going on.
Alright, alright, Aida, again, I'm not a magic user. I don't know the details, but I think your mom put your soul in your doll, and now you have taken over Anwar's body. So, this is a thing that some people do, and it sometimes happens. This is your new body. This is who you are now. You're gonna have to get used to it.
Do you not know where my parents are then?
I didn't meet
Pretty
anyone
sure they're
alive in that
dead.
house.
Do you know what year you entered, and do we know what year we entered? Do we know?
What year is it, essentially?
Hold on. It's here somewhere.
Yeah.
I should know this.
Ida, are you cold? Are you hungry or are you thirsty?
I feel really tired. I feel a lot of pain right now. Like
Yeah, I mean, the house
Like you
nearly
were
killed you. Nearly killed all of us.
I feel confined. This armor's it's very restricting and tight. It's too much.
Well, we're heading to a tavern to rest up. We can.
I could use a drink.
Just dying in real
Just
life,
not
don't mind me.
finding-
Clenwood, you said you know something about this.
I mean,
Is it-
that's basically as much as I know. I've heard of this happening before. People put theirs, or I guess in this case, other people's souls into objects, and when someone else uses the object, one soul takes over the other one. So, Anwar's gone.
Oh, see, Clenwood's a halfling, right?
Yep.
Dang. Okay. I would like to whisper to
What happened to Anwar? What
Well,
happened?
as far as we know, we're looking at him, but
You look like Anwar except for those eyes, but from what I know of
So-
these things,
So
Anwar is
I've-
gone and not coming back.
I've killed him?
No, this isn't your fault. You, based on what you've told us, you had no doing in this. And let's be honest, Anwar was going kinda nutso, so it's probably
So
for the
that
best.
justifies him dying?
Ida, we don't know.
We've had a very rough day. This is not the time to be discussing morals.
You've had a rough day? Well, tell me, what is wrong with your day?
Well, except for the part where I nearly died at what 3-4 times? So, it has been pretty rough. I'm probably still bleeding because I was at 1 HP.
Wait, are you currently at one?
Well, I've already done the leveling up stuff, but
Oh.
narratively, if we haven't leveled up yet.
Ida, do you want to go somewhere comfortable, perhaps? And then we can try and figure this out.
I'm trying to get us to
I
this
said
tavern.
Ida, I know what you want, Clenwood.
You said we were going to the tavern, right?
Yes.
Would it be alright if I went with you? I
Of
think we could
course.
use a drink.
Have we picked up the doll yet? Because I'd like to pick up the doll.
Oh yeah, Aida's holding Nydia.
Clutching it.
Lydia.
So the current year is 735.
Okay.
Strahd has been terrorizing this land since 346. Just FYI.
Well,
So, Aida, it's currently the year 735. Do you know when you went into the death house?
735?
Yep.
It's been over 200 years.
Well, you don't look half bad for a 200-year-old. Whatever you are. I mean,
Clenwood, We're trying to keep her out of
I'm
shop.
an elf. Thank you very much.
Oh, well,
I would like to say, I don't know, I say greetings in Elvish, like some really fancy, like, hello, it's nice to meet you in Elvish.
I would respond in Elvish.
and actually, no, I don't think Clenwood was actually... No, he's only 150, so he wouldn't have been alive when you entered the death house, but... Anyways, to the tavern before I keel over in the street here.
I will limp along, pulling the leather armor off as we go, like undoing it, and I'm assuming Anwar has on clothing underneath.
Props.
You're
I would
muted.
assume so, and hope so.
Okay.
You never know.
So I would be just be like undoing it and like putting it in, one hand as we go along, and
Carries it in one arm. It's buff.
it's leather.
Oh, never mind.
It's
Still
it's
slight.
very restricting. It's too tight. I feel like it's hindering my movement.
All right. So you guys keep walking on. You reach what appears to be like the center of town. It's the biggest opening in the area. On the left, you notice. On the left, you notice what looks to be a shop. A sign hanging above the door that reads Bildrath's Mercantile, but it is at the moment dim and what looks to be closed. And in that direction, you kind of hear that sobbing a little bit louder. And then to the right, right over here, you guys see a single shaft of light cascading out from the doorway, and above the door is a sign that says Blood on the Vine. You can hear some music playing inside, and the front door is propped open.
Alright,
What
well,
would you like
this
to do?
seems to
For
be
some
the
reason, I
place.
thought Ryan had a real guitar down there. Was like just playing.
That was amazing.
That was incredible.
The best day of my life. It's me. It's Ryan. If you bust out like a drum and a flute, oh my gosh!
That was amazing.
I wish Kaylee was in this game because I have my mandolin with me. And we
And this is how you start a campaign off the right.
That was amazing. This is like Artgate. Now we've got Guitar Gate, Ryan.
Oh, are you guys entering the tavern yet? Because I got more.
You just learned this today just for this campaign.
I actually did learn something just for this moment.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Well, for what it's worth, my watching Onweir did not stop. In fact, it increased. Now I'm just gonna be like casually keeping an eye on Aida / Onweir and trying to like insight check / figure out if this is anything like possession, if it's harmful at all, like if it's gonna turn harmful to us, etc.
I'm just limping into the common room, presumably.
Aida's following behind, carrying leather armor.
Okay, so as you guys go up to the doorway, you see the sign that says Blood on the Vine. Looks like the N has been scratched in, and it used to say Blood of the Vine, and some little hooligan scratched the N in just to be a butthead. Alright, so as you guys head in, there's a fire in the hearth, giving some warmth. There's a few people kind of huddled at a table, and you also see a halfling on one corner of the bar that's a little sparse of tables, kind of strumming on his guitar.
And he sings, Every town has its ups and downs. Well, sometimes ups outnumber the downs. Not in Barovia. I'm inclined to believe if we weren't so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Can't there be some happiness for me? I'm losing it, but
Let's add a character applause. In character, Clem would
Amazing!
Yeah, no, out of character applause. In character, Aida. Aida is too traumatized and worried about everything to really pay attention.
Aww. All right. What would you like to do?
limp on up to the bartender. Rooms, please.
All right, so you see a pudgy little man tending the bar. He's mindlessly cleaning glasses, like he has them all kind of stacked up on the bar, going from one side, cleaning, putting them down, and he just kind of keeps working. A room? All right. Well, let me see. I think I only have a one room right now, and it'll be 1 silver piece for the night.
All right. I fish out one of my golds, and will this get the room and meals, and does this take care of everything?
Meals, I guess I could scrounge something up. And he takes a couple of the freshly cleaned glasses and pours 4 glasses of wine and sets them on the bar and slides over a key. The room's upstairs, and lets you know that he'll have a warm meal taken upstairs when it's ready.
Yeah, will this room actually fit the 4 of us, or are we gonna have to figure something else out?
There's only one bed up there, but there's plenty of floor space.
Well, how opposed are
I'm
you
sure
to
it's
me
better than the house.
queuing over in one of these chairs down here for the night?
I don't care as long as you keep it quiet.
Yeah, I don't snore.
Clenwood, you are the oldest. I think at least you should have the bed after what happened.
I mean, I just need some time to rest up. It seems like Aida could use the bed the most.
I'll sit down here with Clenwood.
Excuse me, sir. I'd ask the owner bartender person.
Yes.
Do you get many visitors here in Barovia?
Well, we get a couple from the death house once in a while. That guy over there singing up there, he's probably from the last group. The only one that came out, though.
Well, we're the last group now, so...
Well, a lot more of you came out the last time.
Yeah,
Well,
just barely.
but if you don't have many passes through, may I ask why your inn is full? Do people live here?
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of people in town.
No, who live in this tavern.
Oh, in the tavern? No. Usually I sleep upstairs, but I can find something in the back.
He was very impolite. Oh, I feel awful. Right, well.
Anything for some coin.
Raina's gonna make her way over to the singing bard.
Okay.
If he's done playing, she'll talk. If he's still playing, she'll sit and listen and wait for a time to talk.
Put down the instrument to middling, middling. Just, I guess, probably not applause. Just like, make my way over.
Appreciate it.
Make my way over to the bar to get just some ale in between songs. Taking a 15.
So there's no ale at this bar. Only
I'm
wine.
just kidding. Alright, I'll have wine then.
I'll have a wine then. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
The bartender told us that you were from the previous group to survive the death house.
If you can call it surviving.
You're alive, aren't you?
How long have you been here?
I expect about 4 or 5 months at this point. You're new in town, aren't you?
Yeah, we just came from the aptly named death house.
I'm sorry. I know that some will tell you when you walk out of there that you're lucky. But I know better. I'm sorry that had to happen to you.
Did anyone else survive with you?
No, not my group.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Well, if you're looking to escape the town at some point, I think that might be our next order of business.
well, I think escaping the town is going to be harder than you think. Like the death house that you've seen, you're not the first to go through it, and after some survivors have gone through, there's been some people, I've heard stories that they'll try boarding up the place to burn it down, and you wake up one morning and the house is just back just right where it was, like a weed. There's roots of evil in this place, and you gotta get deep in to I would like to be out of this place, but I just don't see it happening.
It sounds like your experience here would be helpful in achieving this.
Well, I'm be happy to offer whatever services I can.
What's your name, friend?
They call me Ford.
Well, I think
Your
we have
name's?
Pardon? Oh, I'm Adira.
Dear, pleasure to meet you. And your name is?
I'm Irena. This is our friend Clenwood and our Aida.
Our new
Pleasure.
friend, Aida.
Aida would be sitting down, like going through her pack to see what she has. Close to you guys, but at a table.
What happened to your friend's eyes there?
We're still figuring it out.
He went in the house and we came out Aida.
Excuse me. I'm not a he.
Yes. So, they went in the house and we came out as this individual over here, Aida.
I've seen how that house changed people. I've never heard of that. That is...
There was certainly some unique magic involved. We haven't quite solved it yet, but we will.
I'll see. Can I roll a history check to see if I, or whatever Clint would roll to see if I know anything about it?
History.
It was history.
Not Arcana. Nope.
Not my bad.
Classic bard roll.
Yeah.
You can do everything quite average.
If you need someone to almost, call a bard.
Call a bard.
All right, so as you guys are kind of chit-chatting, you hear a chair kind of scrape against the floor, and a very friendly looking man comes up. Huh?
Someone looking friendly in this place? I don't trust them.
Wow. Comes up to you guys. The first two people he sees, he kind of claps you on the back. Claps you on the back? Sure.
Yeah.
My friends. Come join me. Come join me at my table. Eric, a pitcher of wine for me and my new friends. Come join me by the fire. Let's warm up and.
Did he touch Aida?
I'm gonna go for Adira and Irena.
Okay.
What did we do
come
to
friends?
Do
what
I
did
know
we
this
do to
person?
earn this?
Yeah, Ford, you would know that this is Mark, and he has been looking to hire a couple people to do something for him. But you've seen him at the bar, like any time that you've been there to play, he's been there. And he's like just genuinely friendly. He's like the only non-dour Barovian in this area.
I give Ford a look like, bro.
Oh, this right here is Bismarck. How are you, Bismarck?
Oh, I'm just fine, my friend. Wonderful playing tonight. Good as always.
Aida
My
would
friend Bismarck here is cursed with a sunny disposition.
Bismarck,
Well, in this shadowy town, we need a little sunshine.
well, whatever did we
You're
do
right.
to earn your friendship, Bismarck?
I'm just looking for some capable, well-bodied people to help me with a small task.
Well, we're certainly less well right now in body.
Maybe in the morning. Right now, Bly would knock us over. Stiff
Oh, of course.
breeze.
Is this the same thing that you were talking about earlier?
Yes. Come, sit with me. Let's enjoy this pitcher of wine. Let me talk to you about this, and then you guys, of course, can go to bed, think it over, and maybe let me know tomorrow if this is something you could help me with.
Oh.
Come join me. Come join me.
What is this? It's filled with, like, sulfur and bat guano. Why would anyone have this?
What?
I believe that's components for spells.
Ugh.
The magic types.
Ida, do you want me to take that?
Yeah, I don't want it.
Oh, neither do I.
Disgusting.
That's
What is
amazing.
this? What is all this stuff this guy has?
He was some sort of caster, dear. I don't know. He was an odd one. Is, possibly.
You don't mind if I have a seat with you at the table?
Of course not.
Come on, Ford, join us. Now that we have more than just you, maybe we could get this thing taken care of. All right, so he kind of ushers you over to one of the bigger tables in the establishment. God, I keep freezing. What's going on? He pulls up a couple extra chairs so that you guys can all join him. And he kind of stokes the fire, makes sure it keeps going, warming everyone up. And he kind of settles in, gets everyone's glasses refilled, pouring himself some. And he kind of puts his feet up on the table. I have a favor to ask of some brave individuals that might be able to help a friend of mine. Where is it? I have a friend, Irena, who is holed up in the church in town. And Strahd has been trying to make advances at her for a while now. She reminds him of someone, I guess. And we really need to get her to Valaki, a town not too far from here. I would be able to get you guys to that area. And there's people there that could protect her better than we can here. And maybe Strahd won't find out and she'll be safer for longer.
Who? If you don't mind me asking, who's this Strahd?
Strahd.
I was going to ask, did we not learn about Strahd in the house? Did we get something?
It was very, very vague.
Yeah.
No, but we got something, so we've heard this name before.
Yeah, but we don't know who it is. Onweir did. So therefore, none of us know.
Aida doesn't know any of it.
Well, Strahd von Zarevich is a vampire that has been, I have to sneeze.
Bless you, 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 bless you. Yeah.
It's like still there, but
Stole it. Counts. Put it on the board.
rude. I like sneezing, thank you.
I do too, but I love stealing them even more.
That's just rude.
Really rude. Anyways,
Rude as a heck.
so Strahd von Zarovich, he's a vampire, and he dwells in Castle Ravenloft. Don't bother knocking. No one is allowed there. Let's see. He was born here a long time ago, and he turned probably close to the year 350 when he built Castle Ravenloft, and since then he's been terrorizing us, basically. He put a curse on the land because of the sins of my ancestors. It's been long forgotten what these sins are, but this is the reason that he tortures us so much. And he's been after Irena because she looks like his first love. And Irena has been bitten by Strahd twice now, and he has not been able to get a hold of her yet. Which is why I would like to get her out of town as soon as possible so that he can't turn her.
Well, seems like a noble enough plan, but I mean, if he really is as powerful as say he is, what makes you think we can handle him?
I'm not asking you to handle him, my friends. I'm asking that you just help Irena with some safe passage out of here.
What makes you think that we can handle that?
Well, you guys made it out of the death house. That tells me a lot about the bravery and the goodness in your hearts that would get you out of that disgusting house.
You want us to get... I think that we would be happy to give her safe passage, but getting out of here is another task entirely. Do you know a way out of Barovia?
Well, my dear, Barovia is much larger than this village. This is the village of Barovia, and although we are almost at the cusp of the fog engulfs a much larger area that you can pass through.
I see.
Steph, how much do I know about vampires?
Make a history check.
Better not be history.
Why don't you give me just an intelligence check?
Might as well be history.
So salty.
Wait, you're a knowledge cleric and you don't have a high intelligence?
I do. It's only 2.
The same for me. Steph, whoa, never mind. I'm just gonna sit down.
Adira, thank you.
Adira knows freaking everything about vampires.
Okay.
All right.
She had a kind of fan fiction when she was growing up. She did a lot of
There was
studying.
this girl named Bella. I was 13. I was very bored.
She knows Strahd's home address, his phone, his security
Oh
account,
my goodness.
Strahd.
his MySpace password.
All right, so you know that vampires must rest in their coffin during the day, and at night they can summon wolves and vermin to do its bidding. A vampire can also transform into a bat, a wolf, or a cloud of mist. In a humanoid form, it can dominate you with its powerful gaze. They cannot enter a residence without an invitation from one of the occupants. And running water burns a vampire like acid, and sunlight causes them to burst into flames.
Hey girl, do you know if
Hey, girl.
these 3 stakes that I have do anything to vampires? It literally came with the haunted background, so I'm assuming it probably does something, and that Reyna knows something.
Let me see them.
It can pitch a tent.
DM,
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to look here.
How well are the steaks cooked?
They're rare.
They're so rare, that's why she only has 3 of them.
All right.
Thank you. We'll be here all week.
Yeah, we will. And every week.
Literally.
Forever.
And then while you're looking stuff up, Steph, the other question I have that I would ask Adira. Bless you, bless you, bless you, damn it!
I did it! No, the steaks don't really help with vampires.
Well,
How did they come with my background?
while they're over there doing like Antiques Roadshow, Aida would want to ask Bismarck more about Death House.
Ismark, not Bismarck.
Ismark?
Ismark.
So
I-S.
He's
His
Mark.
name
His
is
name is Mark. I'm gonna call him Mark.
Is Mark.
Yeah, he is Mark.
Yeah.
All right, so Mark.
Yes.
I wanted to. So yeah, I would just kind of like lean closer while they're kind of discussing this vampire, new revelation, and just lean and see. You mentioned that you know that we're capable because we came out of the Death House. Can you tell me more? What is that terrible place? Why does it take people?
Oh, the Death House. Well, a long time ago, there were cultists that lived there. Before Strahd even took over Barovia. And after Strahd took over, these cultists started to worship him and sacrifice to him. And the people that lived there allowed this to happen. And as time went on, these cultists would lure in new travelers that came into town. Well, the story goes that one of these groups that came into town, they lured into the death house and sacrificed them to Strahd. And Strahd, of course, found out, and they came to find out that the group that they had sacrificed, Strahd himself had invited, and he had invited them so that he could feed on them. Because they had killed them, they essentially were killing him because they took his food source. So because of this, he slaughtered everyone in there and basically damned the house. But it's the spirit of the cultists luring more people in to sacrifice to Strahd again. And the power of these cultists just will not let this house die. We've tried burning it. We've tried, taking it down nail by nail, wood by wood piece, plank by plank. Nothing. It just comes back up the next day. It's just back when we look again.
Deep roots, my friends.
And this fog. It's the last thing I remember before we were in the Death House. What is with the fog?
Yes, the fog. It's something that Strahd put around Barovia to make sure that that people couldn't come out and people that he didn't want here to come in.
My dear Ismark, I'm not certain you are estimating Strahd as completely as you should. I don't think a neighboring village will be much help to take Irena.
Oh, but it would. It would help immensely because then he won't know her location. Right now, she's safe as long as she stays at her house. I'm sorry, she's not at the church. She's at her house. She often goes to the church to pray, but she has to run straight back home because when she's not home, she's almost willed to go to Strahd.
And you think this willing will stop in Villaki?
Villaki, yes. Villaki, I just know it'll help her.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Girl.
Seems like he's true blue honest.
Sounds legit.
I'll say this. You're gonna have to get used to futility in a little while you're here. A lot of it, we just gotta do what we can and hope for the best.
Well, that's a far cry different when you said you saw no way to leave here.
No, I'm not saying we can never leave here. I'm just saying...
That's an error in visualization, I think. If you have a goal, and if you see it, then you can achieve it. If you decide not to see it, then you never will achieve it.
I'm saying she's got just as much chance. I don't think it's gonna help her if we just leave her here.
I basically agree. Vampires are very powerful, Ismark, and I'm not certain a change of location will help much, if at all, and if it does, not for very long.
And she deserves a chance.
Cool.
So are you?
If we're here for good, or at least for the time being, we're gonna need a place to stay, connections, things of that nature. I'm assuming money for food.
Well, I mean, if y'all need a place to stay, I suppose you could stay with me. I got a little home just on the edge of the city. It ain't much, but, well, it just ain't much.
Well, not much is more than nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, what I got, it's just a small little place, and to be frank, the furniture's kind of designed for someone like me and the boy Clinwood here.
Yeah,
But
won't be an issue for me.
the rest of y'all probably gonna have to sleep on the floors. I hope you have. I've got a few bedrolls, but I hope you have stuff of your own.
We've been traveling, we have things. Steph? I don't know what to roll for this, but I want to try and figure out if Irena being willed to return to Strahd after being bitten twice by him means anything bad.
Muted?
Muted right now.
What roll would that be? There'll probably be a history again.
Alright.
I mean, you're bound to get it eventually.
No, she's not.
Not today.
How is this? How?
Yeah, you're not sure what it means.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just like, cool, she's been bit. Awesome.
And she's also willed. These will come together in my mind eventually, but not right now.
Not right this second.
I'm not saying to do nothing. I'm saying that this course of action specifically may not be the best. I do want to help you, Ismark, and I'm willing to do so. However, I want to let you know beforehand that I'm extremely willing to deviate from the plan you're laying out.
I just need some help to get her out of town. I can pay you guys, and it won't be much, but it'll be something. And
what difficulties do you expect us to run into just leaving town?
I mean, leaving town, you shouldn't come across too many things.
But what things?
Let me see.
I mean, are you expected? Why don't you take her yourself?
Because I prefer not to do it alone.
All right, Bartleby. It's a H.G. Wells short story about a scrivener who all he says to anything is I prefer not to.
Oh.
Yeah, and I can assist you guys in this as well, and we can take my horse and wagon, so it goes a little faster. Maybe it'll only be, let's see, it would be. I mean, if we go the long way, it may take 8 or so hours. If we go the short way, although it's a little more dangerous, would probably only take us about 5 hours.
And why would it be more dangerous?
Well, we'd have to go through the forest instead of on the beaten path, and it's just not so nice things in the forest.
Of course.
Well, Ismar, do you think that these kind folk have a rest? Do you think that she'll be all right for the night while they kind of get their strength back after the death house?
Oh, of course. I mean, Strahd would be out at night. I'm sure she would prefer to go during the day when she knows he's sleeping.
I suspect you're right.
Well, I know I could use rest.
Yeah.
I say we turn in tonight.
Glenwood, take it easy on the wine then.
No,
I know
that's not the wine. That's the. You
That's
saw
my
what
blood.
that thing did to me. I'm just gonna curl up in this chair here and hope I don't die in my sleep.
Okay, Glenwood, it's all right.
Is the old one gonna die?
I'll carry you, Glenwood. It'll be fun.
Ismark or Ford, do you know of any stores that might be in business currently? Not currently, probably tomorrow.
Just over there.
Yeah, the mercantile right across the road.
What would they sell? Magical accoutrements, perhaps.
What are you looking for?
Are we staying here tonight, or are we?
Glenwood did rent us a room, but Ford, you do have a home.
Is it dark?
It's nighttime.
I'm staying here.
Yeah.
You've got the bed upstairs. I've got this chair right here, and I just start curling into a fetal position and settling down for the evening.
I put my winter blanket cozily around Glenwood, like tucking him in all motherly, like, even though he's like 3 times my age.
Adira, what types of things are you looking for? Maybe I can tell you if Bildrath has what you're looking for.
Well, let me see here. First of all, I need some sort of divining equipment. Cards, sticks, dragon bones, something like that.
Dragon bones.
Well, I'm just listing divining equipment.
Did you say sticks?
Well, they have to be jewel-encrusted divining sticks.
I feel like
You need sticks, you could just go outside.
But I feel like the sticks is kind of incidental.
They have to be divining sticks.
No. The only person I've ever seen with cards would be what's that darn Vishanti's name? Vishtani? What is her name? Oh, I know all the things, obviously.
Not.
Are you talking about Blanche?
No, not Blanche.
You talking about Susan?
Madame
Virginia?
Eva is the only one I've ever seen with any kind of divining cards.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if she would have extras, but she's where is she?
I'm certain I don't know.
This time of night, she could be anywhere.
This is very true. She would be on the way to Valaki.
Oh,
Just so you know.
I would have preferred her nearby before we left, but...
If it's not too much trouble, I've gone through a lot, and I think I might turn in and take Glenwood up on the offer of bed.
Absolutely, Aida.
And
I also need platinum rings.
Platinum rings you will not find here.
Figured. How about ruby dust?
No.
Didn't think so.
You ran into You listen to some quite eclectic things, aren't you?
Well, certain magics require certain things.
I understand.
She's a picker, and she travels the countryside of Barovia telling interesting stories one piece at a time.
Sure. I understand how each one having their own idiosyncrasies, I suppose I'm saying.
Yes. Well, I would like to turn in as well. I'm perfectly fine on the floor. Ida, if you don't mind me sharing that room, I could keep an eye on you, perhaps.
All right, well, I'll meet you all back here in the morning, I suppose.
Keep you safe, not like, because I don't trust
If
you.
it would make you more comfortable to keep an eye on me, Adira.
Well, I meant in a nice way, so that you feel safe.
Doesn't bother me, as long as it won't bother you being in the same room as me.
Of course not. Probably less than armor. I'm just kidding.
I feel that's in poor taste.
Yep. Basically.
So you all are heading to...
I stay
the bathhouse.
downstairs with Glenwood.
Okay.
And could I motion for a rest of the room break?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. So as you guys kind of shut down for the night, Ismark and is like, okay, you guys think about it. I will be back in the morning. We'll have breakfast together, and we'll go over the details. Okay. Okay. Good night, new friends. Good night, friends. Good night. And he kind of shuffles off and out the door. And with that, we'll take a quick 5-minute break for the bathroom.
Yep. And as always, for anyone watching in chat, we're going to take a quick break. We'll grab some drinks, go to the restroom, come right back. If you guys have any questions about our characters, this campaign, any of our other campaigns, or just anything in general, feel free to type them in chat. We will do our best to answer them if we can. And we hope to see you guys after the break. Thank you all for coming out. It's awesome. I've seen the chat kind of going off a little bit tonight, so that's pretty cool. And we appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you.
BRB!
Bye.
Hello. The Obama face. Let's see here. It's like I'm watching Paramount Activity Bombs on the edge of a sea. How's everyone in chat doing tonight? I see a couple, or at least popping in and out. I've seen a couple new people coming in. So let's see. I know all the regulars came through Twitter, but I'm just kind of curious if anyone in chat was just browsing through the streams and found us, or if you guys were recommended to check us out, or if you guys follow us on Twitter. How'd you guys hear about us? But, on that, yeah, I could go for some. I'm doing pretty good, myopic. I'm playing D&D and eating ice cream, so I don't think I have any complaints whatsoever.
We are level 3, Luthen, or we're about to become level 3. We were level 2 when we exited Death House, and once we finish this rest, we will be level 3.
Yep, so we're all going to be level 3 coming up. And that's going to be kind of exciting. I think we'll probably need that level bump.
Yep. Let's see, quickly going through. Clenwood is Halfling Rogue Assassin. Ford is Halfling Bard College of the Maestro, which is one of Matt Mercer's homebrew colleges he's put out on DM Guild. Adira is, I forget what race, Knowledge Cleric.
Like half elf.
She's yeah, I think so.
And Aida is a consumed, this hasn't been revealed yet, but monk, Way of the Long Death.
Right. What is the Way of the Long Death? Is that another homebrew thing?
From Skag.
Oh, I haven't looked at that.
Yeah, they have the Sun Soul. I was gonna go Sun Soul. It seemed kind of cool, but then Way of the Long Death thematically seemed to fit a little bit. Then also Sun Soul, like when I first started looking at it, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But it's another one of those things where it gives the monk, kind of like the Way of the Four Elements, it gives the monk a lot of like ranged attacks, which don't sync very well with like every other core feature of the monk class. So it was like, it just seemed kind of like you wouldn't be really using most of the class features all that often.
Is Poppy okay? What just happened there?
She jumped onto my desk and I tried to grab her and I just like elbowed her off instead. She was just like, ah, like fell off.
She's a cat. Gravity does not affect her.
So for Myopic, he asked how we're liking the new incarnation of Ravenloft so far. I'll be perfectly honest, I've never played a Ravenloft campaign.
Yep, same.
When we played through Death House, I had a really, really fun time. Onweir, I really didn't like the character. Like, he was alright to play for a one-shot, but long-term campaign, he wasn't stable enough to play long-term. So, but I had a blast. Like, the Death House was really creepy. We got into some moments where it was like, what are we gonna do? We pretty much all almost died. Onweir got out of the house. I think Adira or Irena, someone gave him like a last second hit point to drag him out of the house. So he almost didn't even make it. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're all the same. I don't think anyone. I don't know. Maybe She-Wolf has. No, you have probably the longest history with D&D of all of us, right?
Yeah, but I don't recall my dad and his friends doing any Ravenloft, and I'm pretty sure that if they were, they would not have let me join in on that.
That's probably true. Yeah, but it's fun. It's cool. It just ups the tension in a lot of ways. And we are a group of players who like tension as much as we pretend not to.
True. Yeah, it's pretty fun to DM this. I'm having fun DMing it.
Yeah.
I like seeing your guys' reactions and stuff. I feel like it makes me a little sadistic.
Yeah.
We all feed off of Lindsay's concern.
Yeah, and I think
Especially chat. Have you seen
Yeah.
chat tonight? Lindsay is a
that's
concern. Lindsay's
her race. Her new race is the concerned.
Edith's the consumed, but Lindsay's a concern. Yeah.
How long have we been
So,
playing
yeah, I was just gonna
5e?
say that.
I mean, I forget when it came out, but other than one ill-begotten attempt to do a campaign in 3.5 back in college, and then one-shot in Pathfinder, I've only done 5e, and it's all been, well, except for my in-person group, it's all been with Mental and She-Wolf, who were there for my very first game in Lost Mines.
Is that the one you died in?
That's the one we all died
We
in.
TPK'd twice.
Yeah. In Alex's very first run through of D&D, well, other than the one you said, I TPK'd the group twice playing through the starter set. So that was awesome.
2 different occasions, like 2 different. It wasn't like we TPK'd and then tried that again. It was like we TPK'd. Mental tweaked the story to keep us alive, and then we went somewhere else in TPK, and it was like, nope, we're done, we're dead.
And the reason that part of the reason that Alex is playing with us is because in that game, because it was an intro game for players that had never played before, because I wanted to kind of give people their first taste of D&D. So I was running and actually trying to organize a lot of GMs to just play the starter campaign for new people that had never played before. And the reason that Alex is playing with us now is because when we were playing that, he was like just such an awesome player to have as a GM that I wanted him in my homebrew campaign. So when I started up Valandor, which is one of the other shows that we have on the stream, he was one of the first people I sent an invite to.
Yeah, that Lost Mines game was interesting. The second time we TPK'd was a young green dragon?
Yeah.
And She-Wolf characters and I were the only ones who didn't get melted in a breath attack. And we got it down to 4 health before it killed us.
Yeah.
In the opening attack by the dragon, everyone but 3 people, I think, went down. And then the other 3 people stayed up for almost the entire fight. One of the other players, I don't remember which one it was, finally went down. She-Wolf and Alex basically...
I was playing a druid, so I was in a different animal form, so I had more HP.
And then Alex was a monk.
Yep.
And they got the dragon down to literally 4 HP. And it was so close. It was such a good thing. It was a good game, despite the TPKs.
Yeah, though at that point it was probably better to end in a TPK rather than well, half your party melted. How do you want to continue and bring new characters? So
for the chaos, I don't think anyone in this group has experience in 4E, but I do know that a good friend of ours who is one of our moderators and hosts his own channel, Noof Games, he has quite a bit of experience with 4E. From what I understand, and again, I don't have much experience with it, but I understand that 4E is a bit more designed kind of to be like designed off of like MMO mechanics, like WoW mechanics, versus kind of D&D mechanics. I don't know. For me personally, I really, really, really like 5e because the entire system is designed to be super fast and simple. And so, like, it's really nice for someone that likes to homebrew like me, because when you're building stuff, if it's too complicated, you know you're doing something wrong. And that's really nice.
Yep. And I haven't played with 4e, but one comment I've heard on it is that it would have been a really good system if they hadn't made it Dungeons and Dragons, because it's very much set up like you definitely need to have minis and a map, and it's very strategic and positional. And if they had just made it a separate board game or gaming system, it could have succeeded, but it was such a departure from most of the rest of D&D that's why it is sort of the red-headed stepchild.
Yeah, I understand it polarized a lot of the players when it came out, because they were expecting this great new system that reminded them of what they used to have, and it was so different that everyone either loved or hated it. But again, I don't have any experience playing it or running it specifically. Most of my experience is in 5e, but I love the system.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna wrap up the break pretty soon once we finish killing our various spiders and dealing with pets and whatnot. So,
I'm trying to get Poppy away from my desk because she keeps going underneath, and then that's how it gets turned off.
You can give her to me and put her under my head.
Oh, it was on spray. All I did was just like missed my legs. No, get. Go. Now you're just soaking wet, Poppy. Go.
it's gonna become like a tiger, not mind water at this point, or at this rate.
Her mother.
And
I
going
no
way
longer
back
feel
to
upset.
towards the start of the break, we were doing character intros again, just race, class, and Irena is a paladin, and that's as much as I remember off the top of my head.
She's a half elf.
And have
Half
you
elf,
picked
high
your
five.
oath?
Ancient.
Aeda's half an elf. Sorry.
I'm gonna understand you, Aida.
Wait, there's
gonna be
gonna be a
best
new
friends.
monster
Didn't I
manual?
tell you? Robert was like, oh, they're not gonna like her because she's consumed and some of the creepier things part of the race. I was like, no, Adira's gonna want to study her.
No, I figured the first act of Aida was to kill a party member. And I was really worried about that because she killed Anwar when she came in.
Yeah, but we don't know that for sure yet.
Clinwood's pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's also like he was going pretty bonkers in Death House. It's might be for the best that he's not with the group anymore.
We like
Oh, hey,
you better.
Fables, yay!
Hey, Fables.
alright.
Okay,
Hello, Fables.
so we're good to continue?
Good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. It was awesome chatting with you guys, but we have to get back to D&D. Sorry.
Yep.
Love you.
Aww.
Still be
So disappointed.
quasi-active in chat, but less direct talking to you now.
Yeah.
I'll be eating my ice cream, so.
Oh, I'm jelly.
I should maybe get popsicles when I go grocery shopping tomorrow. Anyway.
All right. So you guys wake up in the morning.
No.
What you need?
Well, I was
She
gonna
thinks
wait till Aida fell asleep.
Oh no. Oh no. Capri Sun Gate. Sorry, go ahead.
Then I'm going to gently touch some part of her body, like her hand or her foot, for a solid 60 seconds.
Can I
I'm
notice
gonna-
this going on?
Well, I waited until you were asleep.
You're touching me.
Adira,
Yeah, but it's very gentle.
Sleight of hand, and then Aida,
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna, like, smack her.
do perception, but it's gonna be at disadvantage since you're sleeping.
That's fine. It's not like I have no proficiency in this whatsoever.
Don't worry, my rolls have been awful. No, see? Beat a 4. There you go.
All right. So as Adira kind of touches your hand, it stirs you just enough that you wake up.
Aida's gonna snap awake, sit up, and pull away from Adira, and then, looking at you in the dark with the glowing blue eyes.
Yes?
It just suddenly dropped a bunch of frames and I'm getting the stream buffering. I don't know if anyone else is.
Oh,
yeah, you're really, really
a robot.
Yeah.
I may need to refresh. Yeah, its OBS is not dropping any more frames, but it's also saying like 0 kilobits a second. So I'm not sure if we're still streaming. It hasn't
know either.
stopped streaming.
It's sounding
You're-
better now.
Yeah,
you're
even
evening now.
Let me double check it, see if it's caught. Okay, it seems to have caught itself back up, but yeah, it had dropped 144 frames and then it spiked up to 1382. So now it's almost a whole % of frames have been dropped, but 0.73.
Yeah, audio's back for you. Your camera's pretty choppy at the moment, but it's getting slowly better.
Yeah, it's like grainy more than anything, but it's getting better.
I mean, now it's back up to 3200, 4100 kilobits a second, so I think if we just let it catch up a little bit, though I'm still seeing the Twitch stream buffer.
No, it's working for me.
Okay, I may just need to refresh my Twitches. So.
Yeah, Twitch is good for me too. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So it's just my end, so we're good.
Okay, so Aida wakes up.
So Aida wakes up, snaps awake, glowing blue eyes, looks at Adira and screams, "What do you think you're doing?" and accidentally cast Unnerving Gaze.
Oops.
Gaze.
Oops.
She doesn't know her powers yet.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Okay.
So the nature of the consumed, the only kind of like telltale sign that they exist is the glowing eyes that they have, and it causes a kind of like terrifying presence to people. They can learn to control it eventually, and essentially once per day they can choose one creature and give them a
frighten.
A frighten. Do them a frighten.
They
can make them scared if they don't make the wisdom save.
All right, Adira. Why are your rolls so crappy? You can do this.
You're a cleric. Wisdom's your casting stat.
Ooh, girl.
Nice.
Sorry.
So these eyes like glow a bit brighter, and at first you are startled and scared of this, but as you think of Aida and what she's been going through, you kind of resolve yourself and kind of shake the feeling off before you continue whatever you're doing.
Pardon me, Aida. I didn't mean to frighten you or wake you. Just wanted to make sure you were well. You've had a rough day. I'll leave you be if you prefer.
Why were you touching me?
Barely. I just wanted to make sure you were well. You didn't seem to want to be touched when you were waking, and so I was just going to cast a harmless spell while you were sleeping to try and solve this mystery of what's happened to you.
So...
I'm very charming!
So...
That is so messed up.
I specifically told you I didn't want you touching me when I was awake, so you decided to wait until I fell asleep to try and do it when I wouldn't notice.
Yes.
And that's okay to you.
Yes.
Aida gets up, grabs her the on-weir stuff, but she gets up and she walks out of the room to go sleep down in the area downstairs.
Adira makes a few notes in her journal, and then goes back to sleep.
Aida finds a bit of floor to sleep on, away from everyone.
That went so well.
Super good.
Wait.
Almost like when Kaylee tried to look in Alex's brain.
Yep. I was just trying to cast Identify on you, Aida. That's it.
I feel like it was less awkward when Barnaby was just like in the corner. I felt like this is so much more awkward than that was.
Whoops.
If only Adira had any decks at all.
All right, so the rest of the night goes uneventfully. You guys all get your rest. And in the morning, as you guys kind of wake up and make your way downstairs, Ismark is helping the barkeep, who he mentioned was named Arik. He's helping Arik kind of set up that big table again. They're trying to be quiet since there's some people sleeping downstairs, but he's kind of setting up plates and cups for you guys and like pulling things out of like a shabbily. Is that a word?
Shoddily, maybe?
Shoddily made basket, like a woven basket. And is pulling out like some breads and jams and different breakfast foods to feed you guys.
Munching on a
seeing you
scone
guys,
or something.
yeah, some scones and homemade honey butter. I don't know. He's like super into his life right now. So as soon as he sees you guys, anyone that's awake, he's like, "Good morning, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Come sit at the table. Let's eat some breakfast and discuss the plan."
Nom, 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 nom.
I also
is
eat.
everyone awake? Everyone. Where's Ford? I thought he was coming this morning as well. Where'd that rascal go? Ford. Good morning.
Sorry, I'm late.
Arik, after finishing helping, he goes back behind the bar, and again, he has all the glasses lined up. And although they look pretty clean, he goes to one end and he starts like cleaning them. And as soon as it's up to par, he puts it down. He goes to the next one. As you guys talk and discuss, you see him do this like over and over again, just cleaning all the glasses, and then he goes back to the beginning, just mindlessly zoned out, cleaning and cleaning and cleaning.
Yes, Mark. Is Arik okay?
He's fine. He always does that. I think Barovia's gotten to him a bit, but this is the only work he could find. The owners are very nice to him and let him stay here, so he's quiet, but he's a good man.
Can I insight Bismarck having a bit of a night's rest and a little bit more about myself? Maybe try and take a look.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not being exactly honest with us. I think that his like jovial attitude and like comfort with everything going on it puts Yida a little bit at unease. So.
Okay.
Boom.
Ismark just seems to be a genuinely optimistic guy.
I don't like him. So,
All right.
what exactly was the plan? What are we doing again?
Go get this
if
girl
you-
from her house and take her to this other village. That was about it.
She doesn't live in that house with the crying lady, does she?
Oh, no. She lives in a very nice a mansion, actually, just down the road a bit. It's very nice, beautiful house. She was actually adopted by the Burgomeisters, and they took her in when she was just a young girl, and she's lived there since. And she's been locked up in the house since Strahd's bitten her, and all we have to do is go get her, and then we can make our way out of town.
Wait, Moaning Myrtle is the one that's locked up, or?
No, that's a different lady that locked herself in the house.
What's
This is Melancholic Mary.
Oh. So we're going with lightheaded Lydia and not Melancholy Mary. I mean,
Does Lydia know that we're on our way? Is she expecting us?
She knows that I'm trying to get people together, and I'm sure with some convincing we can get her to unlock the doors and come with us.
You're coming with us?
If you would like, I don't have to. I can set you guys up with the horse and cart and some coin and.
Forgive me for asking, is Mark, and I hope that I'm not intruding too much on the conversation for the rest of you. But it seems like this is a bit dangerous, and I'm not exactly sure what it is that you're offering us to put ourselves in this danger. I mean, I, for one, want out of here, and I mean, personally, I'd like to try my hardest to ensure that that godforsaken house doesn't do what it's done to us to anyone else.
Well, unfortunately, my dear, there's nothing to be done about the house. We've burnt it to the ground many times.
What incentive do I have to help you and put myself at risk?
Knowing that you did a good deed for a woman in trouble.
Seems like very little to go on.
And maybe... I don't have much. He kind of like rifles through his pockets. I have maybe 30 gold that I could spare to your party to help me.
I personally am not as interested in, and I can't speak for everyone here, but I'm personally not as interested in your gold as I am in a way out of here, information, something. You have to know something.
Well, on the way you could stop at the Vistani's camp. Madame Eva, she's a fortune teller, and she may be able to tell you more about how to get out of here.
And how far along the travel is she?
So he kind of pulls out a map for you guys, which I'll take you to. All right, so this is Barovia.
Yo.
And we are here at the village. And then Vallaki is up by the lake. So the long way is going to be this red road that's marked. The short way would be to just cross straight through.
If you don't mind me asking, Ismark, what is this?
Well, that is... What is that?
So that's a bit of my breakfast for one man.
Ah, man. My nose is going crazy. I have to sneeze.
Irena's not here to steal it.
Haha. Alright, let's see. That is... Ah, well, that would be Castle Ravenloft.
As in the Castle Ravenlofts.
Yes.
That's the accursed vampire who's after this woman and trying to hunt her down and get her back resides in, and we essentially have to waltz right on by.
Well, it's daylight now, so he'll be sleeping.
How comforting.
It seems a bit like the road goes at least a little bit out of the way.
Yes, and over here by the Sir Pool is where Madame Eva is going to be.
I mean, again, I'm all for doing a good deed, but with how little information we have to go on, I think that we're taking a great risk into the unknown. We're putting ourselves into a situation we may be choosing sides that we don't know anything about and making decisions without any information.
Unless you plan on being a vampire, you've already chosen your side.
Well,
I
I don't
mean, no
see
offense,
anyone else taking up arms and doing anything. As far as I can tell, it seems from yours and everyone else's story that this is just the way things are and everyone has to deal with it. So it may be better to fall in line and do what everyone else is doing as opposed to going against the grain.
Or we could do what we can to get out of this accursed hellhole. This seems like something to do rather than mope around town here, so I say we do it.
I'm inclined to go more to speak with Madame Eva than I am to actually make it to Vallaki.
Well, she's on the way, so we can adjust course from there if we need to.
If I can get the materials for a spell, I would feel rather more comforted once I can cast it with the materials that
is that-
hopefully Ava has.
Is that what you need? Did you use them all last night?
I did not need any materials, actually. Actually, yes, I did.
Oh.
It was a pearl.
I'm gonna grab some tissue real quick. Hold on. Figure out what you want to do.
So, you need more materials to cast more spells while I'm sleeping.
Well, I think you'd want to be awake for the other.
What
Some sort of...
happened
What
last
are you
night?
talking about now?
I erred.
Understandably, a member of the party here felt uncomfortable with my presence
More curious.
and decided to take it upon themselves to do exactly what I asked them not to do while I slept. And what that was, I have no way of knowing, but it was without permission and through the secrecy of the cover of night, and to say I don't appreciate it is an understatement. While I may understand it and the caution that she's expressing, it still does not make me feel comfortable.
I understand. Clenwood and Irena, you know I cast a spell in the Death House to identify certain magical items to make sure they were not harmful to us, and to understand their properties and their specific details. I intended to do the same to our dear Aida. Harmless. She did express confusion and disconcertion and not understanding what happened with the doll or her past, and so I intended to find out. It is a thing that I do. I understand that it was impolite, to put it mildly. And I do apologize, Aida. It will not be repeated.
So are we going to speak with Madame Eva?
That is my
Seems
goal.
to be the plan. Now, what are the odds that that poor girl Maya is still in town, or do we just
Goodness.
leave her? And I don't want to leave her, but she ran off pretty much. I don't think she would. We just have to look out for her too, and if we are up against a vampire, doesn't seem like we can afford to carry around someone who's not gonna pull their own weight.
I had hoped we'd
This one
find
here doesn't talk much, does she?
No, she's been awfully quiet since we made it out of the house. You doing alright there, Irena?
Dog. Sorry. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just taking it all in.
I think, collectively, that is the most I've heard you speak since I met you all.
I would like to insight check Irena, see if I can suss out something she's not telling us.
If you want.
Clinwood rolls. What's
Freaking
going on?
Glenwood.
Raina, are you hiding anything from them?
Whispers are going on.
Okay.
Nothing?
She just hates me.
Yep.
She's just smirking over there.
She just hates me and wants to stab me as soon as I turn my back. That's all.
Also, just so you know, that whisper is gonna show up on the stream, but, yeah, that house was pretty rough. I mean, again, I nearly died 3 or 4 times in there, so
But you didn't.
barely. But, yeah, we all got our different ways of dealing with it, so shall we?
Indeed.
Anything else we want to do in town before heading out? There is that mercantile, but we're a little strapped for cash.
I'd like to see if I can at least maybe sell this armor if no one's opposed to it. And
You do not want it. Not any protection.
the armor's too restricting. I can protect myself a little bit better if I can move freely.
All
Well,
right.
I think if there's anything we gotta do before we leave, we should do it quickly because we're losing light, folks.
Yep.
So I would like to head to the mercantile place, sell my leather armor for whatever I can get out of it.
All right. So you guys head on over. The sign above the door says Bildrath's Mercantile. Let's see. So as you walk in, you see a man at the counter, and he's got some bits and pieces, odds and ends, kind of all over the shop. And as soon as he sees you guys enter, he kind of looks up and he's like, huh, and goes back to just kind of like cleaning off his counter.
Do you, by any chance, purchase arms and armor?
Yes. Let's see. Oh my gosh, my nose.
It's usually half price, so I could just sell it for 5 if you want.
You're muted, Stephanie.
Leather armor. I'll give you 3 gold for it.
I mean, the armor's well made. I mean, could you at least do 4?
I'll give you 3 gold for it.
Do I
Fine.
see any arrows around the shop? Because if I do, I'm gonna give her more, and I'll buy some of these arrows as well.
Do I see any darts around the shop?
Yes. Yes, arrows. Yes, darts.
Alright.
Actually, I would just buy 2 daggers if he has it.
Two daggers. Let's see. Daggers.
Daggers.
We don't need those stinking daggers.
Daggers are gonna be 15 gold.
I'm sorry?
15 gold pieces for the dagger.
I mean, it's been 200 years, but that's some inflation.
You can take it or you can leave it. I don't care either way.
I think I'll take you 3 gold and bid you adieu, sir.
And how much for a quiver of arrows?
The arrows are gonna be, let's see, there's gonna be 10 gold for the quiver.
Yeah, I'm not paying, what is that, 1,000% inflation? Let's get out of here. This merchant isn't worth our money.
Hey, Aida, if you need a dagger, I have one that I probably won't use.
Yep, and I've got a spare one.
I've gone through some of the things that I had on me. I don't even know what to call it. When I awoke, when I met you, seemed so trivial, but I have one for now, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
But thank you. I appreciate it.
offer stands.
I was more for just a bit of extra. But like I said, I do have one, so that will do for now.
I would like to take out the fancy heirloom longsword and offer it to the merchant's desk. How much can you give me for this?
It's a nice little longsword there. I can give you 5 gold for that.
Is that the silvered longsword? Aida wouldn't know this, but is that the silvered longsword?
I wasn't told it was silver. I was told it was fancy.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it had silver.
the handle is just fancy.
I have the silver short sword.
Oh, maybe that was it. Okay.
So I think 5 gold might be a little low. Just lean in, hold on. And then I would like to cast Thaumaturgy on the sword to make a faint musical note. Faint musical notes emit from the blade.
Okay, so as these, oh, that's a really cute frozen face. Super cute. So as you,
Oh, Thaumaturgy.
So as you have this sound come out of this sword, he kind of looks at it and he looks at you and he goes, 5 gold. Actually, you know what? I'll give you 4 gold since now it's nice and annoying.
I like this guy out of character.
Yeah, me too.
In character, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, dang it. How to reconcile my feelings. Sir, I think it suits you. 4 gold it is.
All right, and he pulls 4 gold out of his pocket and he kind of just like tosses them on the counter and takes the sword.
Have a wonderful morning.
I hear this distant voice coming from the area of chat saying that we should just stroll through the woods because nothing bad ever happens there.
How much time does going?
Last time I tried to
I feel
scroll,
like
it was teleporting.
I feel like that person hasn't spent a lot of time in woods.
At least not in D&D.
Yep.
No. This isn't the
I
never-ending wood.
Yeah. I feel like I'm never going to. I'm not going to find anything of worth here, or at least worth spending what little I have on it. So, I mean, I'm ready to go, unburdened by the armor now. If everyone else is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to get a move on.
Certainly.
All right. So what was your plan? I missed it.
I think we're actually going to stick with the road, despite chat telling us to go through the woods. At least that is my vote.
So you're just going straight to Madame Eva?
Yep, stopping by Eva.
Well, we wanted to grab the girl, right?
Well,
Yeah. I think we should stay on the. I mean, Taylor Swift isn't like. I hope we get back into the woods. I hope we get back into the woods. You know, she's very, very motivated to be out of the woods. So I think we learned something from Tete, the Bard of Bards.
I literally have no frame of reference for what you're talking about right now.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not much of
Either.
a T Swift fan.
I've heard the name, and that's about as far as it goes. Uh-oh, the GM is rolling.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm always.
But yeah, I was hoping we could get Ismark to go with us to actually pick her up. So
Yep.
there's she, and then we like split ways after that probably.
Okay.
Do we or do we not want Ismark with us? For
I thought Ismark was with us right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
so
like,
I just missed all of that, so I don't.
like just so like we don't have to convince this lady that we're trustworthy. And
Yeah.
then he can just say these will take care of you, and then we can take her.
Oh, but do we want Ismark with us as another? I mean, guns don't exist in this, but as another gun. But
Well, does he look like he can take care of himself, or is he kind of a pudgy little fella?
I mean, he
Looks
did offer
like
to come along with us.
He looks like a liability. You're muted.
He would not be a liability.
I'm not saying he can't handle himself. I'm saying he looks like a liability.
No, he is well built. From what you can tell, he's pretty muscular.
Well, in my opinion.
Like a vampire. I know I was muted, but they could still hear me.
Yeah.
What?
Like a vampire? No.
Like, well built like a vampire.
Dear's face.
Well, in my opinion, he said he didn't want to go by himself, and Adir is all for having him have the fruits of his labors, whether they're sweet or sour.
All right. So you guys take as Ismark and head down to the mansion.
Yep.
All right.
Lady.
You remind us of someone. Okay, so the mansion is down here. Eli, you would probably like recognize when
He's
people
Ford
say.
now.
Oh, sorry, Ford. You would recognize.
The artist formerly known as Eli.
Yeah, the burgomaster's mansion. You would know what what he was talking about because it's like the only mansion here.
We're still on the other page.
On the big map.
Yep. You're muted.
Ah, I can't get it right. So it's down here.
I can see it from the from my back porch.
From the outhouse.
Why did you name your house Eli?
That was in the before time, okay?
That's where Ford
I
Eli.
found that before time.
Gosh.
Eli's there at night. Eli's there after the show.
Wow.
Whenever he's feeling tired, Eli's there.
There. All right, so you guys head on down, and as you approach, a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Winds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tampered down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped this once beautiful finish off the walls, and great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Reminds me of my parents' friend's house, a Mr. Corbett, if I remember correctly.
Creepy.
Something about that name that I just don't like.
So if you all want to give me a perception check.
Oh, for sure.
I suppose I'll take
I'm so good at this. I'm literally the best.
Clanwood!
Yes.
Every group names it Clinwood. Well, Clinwood nearly died, so he's on high alert all the time.
What's
I
your
got this.
assumed I see, Aida? Nothing. It's really bright. It's like blue everywhere.
All right, so all of you can see as you kind of survey the grounds around you, you can discern that the trampled weeds all around the mansion, as well as the scores of, you discern trampled weeds all around the mansion, as well as scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints.
All right.
My friends, this is rather suspect. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I've done a fair bit of reading about vampires, and one of their tricks is that at night they can summon wolves. So if Strahd is aware that Irena is here, could have sent wolves to keep an eye on her in the night.
I'm glad it's morning.
Might it be worth taking a look?
Might be.
I would like to stealth.
Yeah, how fresh are these prints?
They are fresh. Like, they look like they were done last night.
Well, yeah. I guess everyone notices that too. Yeah. Well, let's get on with this.
All right. Aida would like to try it.
Where do you need to go?
Stepping on up to the house.
Clanwood!
Hey, I have expertise in stealth, so...
I don't care, you just rolled a 21 and a 26.
Yeah, the 21 was a 14 and a 19.
Wait. Steph, did you say that there's an old man, reclining in a chair somewhere?
We're just sneaking past him.
I think she said a weary mansion.
Mansion.
She said a weary mansion.
Okay.
A weary mansion.
Weary mansion. Sure.
Yeah.
Like, she literally...
He's just chilling.
I was like,
at the mansion.
I had
You
this
never know.
half a second of I thought that I genuinely missed that information, and Aida's just like, shh, we're sneaking now, and this guy's just like,
And
welcome to Rock.
hey, how's it going?
welcome to the Burgomaster's mansion.
well, cool. I'm just deaf, everyone. This is fine.
That's amazing. All right.
I'm not stealthing. I'm just standing with Ismark.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't
so-
gonna stealth.
I'm going to stealth and head up towards the door in the window areas and try and yeah. Dun 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 dun. And I'm gonna try and just like peek in to the house, see if I can see anything.
The windows are completely boarded up.
Oh, I thought you said they were broken out. Like there was
No,
no.
they are barred with planks.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Robert.
Is there an old woman standing by? Can I ask her? I'd like to ask the man on the porch. I mean, I guess I'd go up to the front door and it's closed. The front door.
It's closed. Yes,
I would like to try and open it.
it's locked.
Well, that's it, guys.
I would like to knock on the door.
So Clinwood and I are stealthing. Meanwhile,
I assume you walk away before I knock. I'm not going to be like, hey guys.
you just walk up. And like, what are you guys doing?
I'll wait until you vacate.
Well, Ismark, is there some sort of way that we're supposed to approach this mission? Is there some sort of sneak knock that we're supposed to do so it knows what it's us?
Oh no! I think if we just knock and let her know that I'm here, she should be fine.
All right,
Well,
well,
then by all means.
go right ahead. Either way.
Irena. he knocks a couple times, trying to get her attention. From behind the door, you just hear, "Hello, Irena. It's Ismark. Open up. We're here. We're here to help you." Well, who are you there with? I have some friends that they're here to help you. Don't worry. I promise you, they're not with Strahd. And you hear kind of like scraping as like furniture gets dragged from this door. And after a couple of minutes of like scraping and shuffling, you hear the door unlock and she opens the door. And you see this lovely lady.
Who's the lady? Sexy lady.
Can you see her?
Nope.
No.
Okay, hold on. There you go.
Bro!
She's ready to go. What does she need us for?
Right?
Because she does, okay? Gosh. So she kind of beckons you in, kind of like looking out the door. She looks really nervous. She does not have the sword in her hand. That's just looks like. She like peeks out the door as she kind of hurries you in. She closes the door behind you. As you all look around, the interior of this mansion is really well furnished, but the fixtures show signs of wear. There's noticeable oddities. What? That's a weird sentence. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a... Oh.
That's spoilers? Oh, you're muted.
Irena kind of...
He's in a what? He's in a what?
Irena kind of beckons you in, and she takes a hold of Bismarck, and she just like breaks down in tears, and she like between her sobs, my father, he passed away. And she kind of points to the drawing room that's directly next to where you guys are, and you see a wooden coffin surrounded by...
I would like to insight check her.
Okay.
I'd like to insight check the coffin.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have anything in insight, but this.
So
It doesn't have a speaker system.
Don't need it.
So you see like wilting flowers. You can kind of smell the decay. It looks to be a crudely homemade coffin, and it looks like an actual dead guy. Like
Is
real
the
dead.
coffin's like open?
Yes.
Like, how dead?
Wait. When did your father pass?
It's been 3 days now.
Ismark, you haven't seen her for 3 days?
No. She's been locked up in here for many days now. Irena, I'm so sorry about your father. She kind of just like bursts into tears some more.
Or kind of leans over to whoever's closest to him and it's like, did you just have a coffin?
I was literally just going to say, Aida leans over to Ford and says, does everyone just have coffins in their house around here? I was like 2 seconds away from doing that.
Oh my gosh. So we simultaneously just like whisper to each other.
Just got like a coffin laying around.
Just have a coffin?
That's amazing. Yeah, no, that's my exact reaction. Who just has that?
So I just got a +2 to bonding. just now.
Starts to make up for my -20.
Yeah.
It's more than a minus
What do
20.
I roll? What do I roll to see if she's charmed?
Identify.
Perception.
No one will let anybody cast that. So I'll try perception.
So she does not appear to be charmed.
Okay.
She's
I would
just
like to-
in mourning.
Can I check her out for like illness? Like, how is she doing being boarded up in this house and only going out to pray?
In a house with a dead body.
Yeah.
What's
that face,
So
Ryan?
invasive.
I'm looking at her for illness.
All right, lean back.
Cough.
Cough.
I don't mean to be unnecessarily blunt, but it's been mentioned a few times before that daylight is short, and we do have a ways to travel. So, it. As much as I hate to say that we may need to get going, I think it might be for the best.
I'm sorry, but I won't leave until we take my father to the church.
Well,
Ismark, how far is the church?
No, I mean, it's in town. It's not far.
How does everybody feel about taking him to the church and staying the night here one more night before we head off?
Well,
We can
what
get a
time
look
of
at Strahd.
day is it right
We
now?
can. Well, we just don't have that many hours of daylight.
It's probably like
I mean,
9 in the morning.
to be fair, I'm just not really all that interested in like doing the whole ceremony. Aida's just
Well, wait, there's no ceremony. We just need to get him to the church so he can be buried in the cemetery.
Again, I feel for your loss, but we need to be quick.
If you all can help me, we can make this fast. But I will not leave until he's been put to rest.
Yeah,
I kind of shrug at Ismark. I was like,
Dude.
Well, we have to help her. We can't just leave her and her father here. How would you feel if you asked someone to help you lay your father to rest and they?
How would your father feel if you did not take this moment to get away? I mean, he spent the last days of his life protecting you, I assume.
His heart gave out because of the attacks on the house.
So don't you think that he would want you to be safe, to get out of here?
It doesn't matter what he wants now. He's gone. What I want is for him to be put to rest.
Do I recognize any of the holy symbols in this house?
You can do a religion check.
Come on, Adira, don't suck. Girl. Oh, girl.
All right. Let's see. So you see some symbols for. I have it here somewhere.
Ain't no rush. There's a conversation.
You see some symbols for the Morning Lord.
Wait, what?
Hey, Lauren.
And that's about it.
actually the Morning Lords who you're looking for.
Wait, what?
Morning,
You guys
Lord.
want some
With a U in
crossover?
there.
Morning.
No, morning, as in the beginning of the day.
Yes, beginning of the day.
As in, you have the Dawn Lord for the
Morning Lord.
for the Paladins of Lathander, and the Morning Lord for the Clerics.
All right. Well, do I know that this is like a good deity? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Oh yes.
Sweet. Well,
I mean,
I think
whatever
it's-
y'all decide, I don't think that I'm going to be much help moving this coffin.
Yeah, where us little ones can't do much there, but
It's going to be one of you ceiling scrapers.
Raina goes
Handle
to
this.
the end of the coffin and picks it up and looks at Adira.
I have a +0 in strength.
better than our
That means
-1.
you're average.
Yeah. I will help them.
As will I.
I guess we could get under and it'd probably be about hip level.
Like carrying a boat.
Yeah.
It's not awful.
So between all of you and
Are
Ismark
we
and
supposed to make a
Irena,
strength check?
I just was assuming. That's my bad.
so between all of you, including Irena and Ismark, you guys are able to lift up this coffin pretty easily. Her father seems to have been definitely at the end of his life and was getting pretty thin, so he's not too heavy to carry.
Sweet.
The church is just down the road,
Just around the river bend.
where this giant cemetery is. So you guys make your way down there.
Making my way downtown.
And I need...
Literal bard. Wow, that is a long way.
If we get into
Long way down.
just throw the coffin at him.
Oh, that's on the way down. Never mind.
All right, so you guys...
Man, that's a long way.
it takes you guys maybe 10 minutes or so to get down there.
Whoa, we are quick.
I mean, it's a small
Tiny little cat.
His body's like jostling on the top.
We're burning daylight. Let's go.
It looks like
We
one
should
of
have
those,
tied him down.
like the joke mouths. Just teeth are rattling.
You guys are horrible.
We are
Horrible.
Board faster. Come on. Board faster. On the way.
All right.
I don't know how long it takes me to walk 2 blocks, but it's probably a long time.
2 blocks takes you a long time?
I don't know, man. I live in the country.
Yeah, I don't think in blocks. I think in miles.
Yeah.
A block is like a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although carrying that coffin and working together, it's probably at least double that. So
I took a feat for coffin carrying in cities specifically, so like my travel time is roughly a minute and a half per block.
Well, actually, this is not a city. This is a village.
But I'm really small, so it looks like a city from my
Oh my
perspective.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
We're only level 3, and as a halfling, you can't actually get a feat until level 4. So I'm gonna have to say that.
But I'm playing a variant race called the Foaling, and
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so we get there in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, as we leisurely walk.
I've been saying I'm a bard, but I'm actually a salve maker. So
Oh, no.
Okay, so Steph, as we leisurely walk, I would like to be like saying some respectful prayer type words
Okay.
for 10 minutes straight. No, I'm just kidding.
it's just oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
In Elvish, so it sounds really good.
I don't know. So,
Oh, jeez.
I would like to take the dash action every turn, every 6 seconds. So.
All right, so you guys
Oh,
get to the church, and I'll need everyone to make a
initiative roll.
perception. A perception check, please.
Dear, I don't suck. Yeah, I
That
guess
might
it
be my
doesn't suck.
lowest roll of the night.
Irena, what's going on? Haley tonight.
This is so thematic, though.
You remember all those really nice rolls that you had when we were playing Cthulhu?
Seriously.
Remember all those? Those were nice. Or how about when we were playing Cypher? Remember all those really nice rolls?
Did I have
Critted,
one
like-
Cypher? Good.
You critted like 8 times.
Yeah, like every roll you
Oh.
had was a crit for like
Champs is nice.
half an hour of combat. You rolled like 8 crits in a row.
Okay,
Oh,
I
was
just
that
got
not normal?
your connection to the server has been interrupted. Did anyone else get that? Is Roll20
Yep.
crapping out on us?
But I can still see and hear all of you.
Yeah,
Let's
but,
check the stream.
yeah.
Every 6 seconds, I take the dash movement. Every 6 seconds, Goomba, I take the dash movement. And because I'm a monk, I have a speed of 40, so my part of the coffin gets there like twice
You're
as
a
fast.
monk?
You just take the head portion of the coffin, like, off, and you run ahead.
Irena just.
All right. So Clenwood, Ford, and Aida, as you all. Well, actually, first of all, what order are you guys in?
I imagine that Cleno and I are underneath.
In the middle. Yep.
I'll go first, but I won't see anything.
I think Adira and I are probably on either end of the back of the coffin, since it probably takes both of us to carry it.
A lot of willpower.
Right.
I can show you.
All right. And this mark. Okay. So Aida, Ford, and Clenwood, as you guys make your way to the church, you see. Did I seriously not do that? I think. Of course. Cool. I forgot to do my dynamic lighting, so you guys are just gonna see everything. Because I don't have time. Okay.
Just do a box. Do Fog of War.
Oh yeah. Okay. How do I do Fog of War again?
You can
Oh.
on the side.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We should get some music going.
I know. I'm trying to get everything going.
Night, Goomba. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi, Goomba. Goodbye.
Legit tried to type goodnight Goomba like 5 times. Kept autocorrecting.
Okay, so you guys.
Goodle, oodle, noodle.
The server error thing
Okay.
went away for me, so I hope that means everything's okay.
Should be okay.
The stream was still going strong when I checked it, so
Yep.
I think
It's just ruled. Okay, so Clenwood, Ford, and Aida, as you all approach the church, you see dark figures crouched low and perfectly still, aiming crossbows in your direction.
I'd like to shout out. Shout. I'd like to shout out to the rest of the party. We've got company.
All right, and with that, I'll need you all to roll for initiative.
We need our character tokens.
Dang it, Irena!
Okay, just so you know, I can see health bars for everyone except front, right, and this one, which are presumably the NPCs.
Yeah.
Where am I? Who am I?
Aida.
What's going on? Oh, okay.
You like Aida's token?
Who am I?
Oh, I do! Oh my gosh.
There you guys go.
I think
Boys.
you shift click them or shift Z on the token. No, control.
You can? I can't. Someone can.
For what?
No, just hit. If I think you can just on the stream, you can just hit Z on the token to bring. Oh yeah, it's hold Z and then click on the token. It should bring it up on the stream, but it's not super important.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Oh wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So, but I can only do it on the ones I can actually click on.
Toward you have a face, what?
That should be the ones that you can, for everyone, right? That should be.
I can't do the NPCs, but
Yeah, but you could highlight yours. Which, by the way, for anyone watching, we are using tokens by Devin Knight, and he's a super amazing, cool guy. You can follow him on Twitter and buy his token packs for your own games. We highly recommend them, and they are amazing.
All right.
Okay. Oh my god, so many sheets. Okay.
just don't throw so many bad guys at us. Fewer sheets for you to deal with.
It's more that there's NPCs.
Yep.
Alright. Oh gosh. Sorry. I'm trying to get it. I hate these sheets when you need to like quickly edit something because I always have it pop so that it pops up. And you can't like edit anything if it's popped up.
Yeah, you have to click it and it brings it back into Roll20 and
yeah.
It's the pain.
Okay. There we go. Alright. So, Aida, you're first.
I would like to gently let go of my side of the coffin.
Clint went in 4, dude. Deck saves.
Did your whole computer just freeze?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
So his computer just froze. So
No.
yeah, we're gonna start for now, and then next is gonna be Ismark, who heard the shouting, and it's going to it's just gonna run up, and we'll go to Clenwood.
Alright, just gonna duck out from under the coffin. It's not really actually supporting any weight. So... Oh, wait, hell yes, I get to use my assassinate feature.
Nice.
Which means I get advantage on anyone who hasn't acted yet in combat. So, short bow against whichever one of these guys over here I can see most easily.
Yeah, probably this front one.
Alright, so short bow against him with advantage.
Okay. Alright, so as you let your arrow fly, you see it whiz past this building and stick into this person.
Okay, just double checking, but I don't think I do get sneak attack because I have advantage. So
Alright.
that's an additional sneak attack is now 2d6. So
Alright. You see blood just like pour out of this arrow as it sticks him in the chest, and he almost like crumples to the ground before he kind of picks himself up and...
Can I use a reaction?
Sure.
I see this hit as the Clinwood sends out an arrow, and I cry out, Marcado, which it's if someone within 60 feet of me lands an attack, I use my reaction and a bardic inspiration, and then the target has to do a strength saving throw. If they fail, they take damage equal to my bardic die, and they go prone.
Jeez. Alright.
as a reminder, this is the College of the Maestro homebrew by Matt Mercer of Critical Role and other things, but
Yeah. Alright.
I'm back.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I officially hate these sheets. Oh, jeez. Alright, oh my gosh. Alright, sorry. I tried to adjust something and it adjusted all three of my sheets to the same thing. So now I don't know what I'm doing. 1 second. Okay. So, strength.
What's that? Okay, cool.
Alright. So, next up is going to be Ford.
Can I go?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, gently dropping the I can never remember. Do we measure off of the character? Or off of the one in front of it?
From the character, I think.
From the character.
Okay, I'm going to move here. And taking my quarterstaff, I'm going to swing two-handed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I believe it's spend a key point. And I'm going to do Flurry of Blows, which will be 1 key point, and then I'm going to do 2 unarmed strikes against the same person. Wow. Maybe one of these will hit.
Alright, so you swing your quarterstaff, still kind of getting used to this new body. You kind of swing it wild, and it misses this person. Immediately you go to punch him, and he kind of ducks out of the way. Not expecting this second hit to come around, you catch him square in the jaw, and he immediately drops.
Or he's down?
Dead.
Sweet. I get 5 temporary hit points from that.
Ooh.
Because I have the Way of the Long Death, Touch of Death.
Ooh. I don't know what that means.
Alright, anything else?
No, that was action, bonus action movement, so I'm done.
Okay. Oh, so Ford.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to see these people coming around the corner. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the one that's just rounding the corner by Ismark right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move behind him. And that's going to be my turn.
Alright. And what does Vicious Mockery do?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It takes 1 psychic damage if it's, and then it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. Alright. Do that for disadvantage. Alright, so Irena.
I'm going to cast Bless on myself, on Adira, and on Clenwood. What up, fam? Yeah. And then I'll move over here, and that's all that I can do for the moment.
Alright. Adira?
Okay. Alright. So... Alright. Sorry, I totally planned this. And, oh, wow, that just was quick. Boop. Is that, how much did I move? 30 feet? I don't know. Cool.
If you click on yourself and hit the spacebar, it'll tell you how much you
I
just...
did, it was weird. I clicked it and then it like automatically showed me a line and moved me to a place. It was weird. It's very weird. Anyway, then I'm going to cast something on this guy. I'm gonna click it. Wait for it. Boop! Level, first level, please. Thanks very much. Hey!
Okay.
Alright, so as this flash of light goes through the air, it hits this person square in the chest, not even expecting anything at this point. He falls back into the bushes behind him, and he falls dead.
Great. That's awesome. Also, I just want to, like, for posterity, after carrying the weight basically by myself, I just gently put the coffin on the ground, and then I ran away.
Alright, next.
I don't think there's anything I can do with the bonus action, so.
Okay. Next is going to be these guys. So this side, this guy is going to... Oh my gosh, what happened to this thing? Hold please, sorry. I should have checked all these beforehand. Okay. Oh my gosh. My bad, guys.
I'm cleaning up this side, so I'm gonna have to dash over to the other side to do things.
Okay. No, not the whole thing. Why do you keep doing that? Whatever. These sheets are really pissing me off. Alright, this first guy is going to shoot at Irena with disadvantage. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. None of these sheets work for some reason for me.
I'm just planning. I ain't even mad.
So I'm not even gonna worry about it right now. It's pissing me off too much. So to Irena, this is for the tackle and damage. It's crossbow. Oh, it's at disadvantage. Hold on.
Well, we can't see it.
I mean, you can't see it.
Oh, did I get you? Now I can.
Two teamers? I'm not seeing it. Oh,
It
there.
just came.
So it's that 7 is the attack roll, which I.
My AC is 19?
But
It
disadvantage
was at
with the 7.
disadvantage.
Oh, well. No.
Yeah, so you're fine. Okay, this second guy is going to run out and he's going to aim at Ismark. So attack roll. And that hits. 14.
Probably should have. Well, we didn't know that was coming.
Of course it doesn't. Okay. Alright, this guy is gonna move down and aim for Ford. Attack roll.
Yep.
And damage. He shoots this bolt out at you. On the other side, this one lone person is going to turn around and book it. He's gonna dash.
I can catch him.
I bet.
Alright, now it's going to be Irena, who is going to tend to her father's coffin. Aida.
Step of the wind. Clinwood has a bow, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to. Can we still see the guy that dashed away?
Yeah, I'm opening it up for you.
Okay, I'm going to trust Clinwood can take that guy out of range, and I'm going to move. Yep, I'm going to move this way to like there-ish, using Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Spinning a key point to dash as a bonus action, and then as I get to like here, just for flavor, because my jump is like doubled or something, I want to do like a cool little like backflip and land in front of him.
Okay.
Try out the wheels on the new ride, and then I'm just gonna use my action to hit him with my quarterstaff. Or try.
Alright, so again, surprised at the jump that you just did, managing to land it really well. You swing your quarterstaff and just swing it like right over his head.
Well, I'm getting used to the new center of gravity, everyone. That's my turn.
Alright, so next is going to be Ismark. Sorry, give me a second here. Get these things all figured out. That'd be great. Okay. So Ismark is going to... Oh my gosh. I'm like really flustered right now. Okay, Ismark is gonna run up to this guy and swing his sword at him. Oh, geez. So he swings his sword at this guy, smashing it down on his shoulder. This person crying out in pain, blood kind of pouring down his shoulder as Ismark kind of pulls his sword out and readies himself again. And now it's going to be Glenwood.
Alright. Okay, I need to zoom out so I can actually see things. Okay, so from there. Oh, he's just barely not at a disadvantage shot, so 25 to there. And then from there, short bow shot at that guy as he's fleeing.
Alright. Nice. So you hit him in the back with this crossbow, or with this arrow. You see it kind of stick into like by his shoulder blade. You hear him kind of yelp as he kind of puts his hands on this fence, ready to jump over.
Alright, and then I'm gonna bonus action dash after him.
Alright.
That's 25. Okay, and that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, Ford.
What do these people look like? Are these just some
They
ruffians?
are hooded. They look very similar to a lot of the people you've seen in town, as far as like complexion and the downtrodden looks on their faces, but they are wearing like darker cloaks with their hoods up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast something. I can only get these two in this sphere, but it's I'm going to cast Shatter, which I think I did. No, do I want to do that? This is pretty overkill. No, that's kind of overkill. I'm just gonna run in. Is this space to the right of Aida a habit of, like, can I be there, or is that like supposed to be the corner of the building?
Since you're smaller, you'd be able to fit.
Okay. I'm gonna hop in there and drawing my rapier, I'm gonna do a poke. And which is this? God, Lord Almighty. Nope. And then I'm going to Lord. No, very ineffectual. I'm going to inspire Irena.
All right. So as you kind of swing your, or as you kind of poke him with your rapier, you kind of clip your elbow on the wall and kind of bounces off in a funny direction, and you miss this person. And then Irena gets some inspiration. And now it's Irena's turn.
Convenient. I will zoom over here and I'll take a swing with my longsword. Totally forgot I had javelins. And I'll use that inspiration right now. What?
It's a D4, right?
D6.
D6.
Oh, I do get 1d4 to attack. And then I also get 1d6 for inspiration. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Alright, so you swing your longsword down on this guy, cracking him on the shoulder. You hear like this sickening crunch and squelch as blood starts to pour out, and you see just this look of agony on his face, but he does not die. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Adira?
First, I would like to shout to Clanwood, if he can hear me, presumably.
Yeah, he'd be able
Would
to.
you like any assistance?
Maybe.
I can't actually give any. I was hoping you'd think.
Go deal with them.
I mean, I could, but you got this, man. Okay. like any assistance? You got this. It's fine.
It's a collaborative art project going on in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, what are you doing, Adira?
I moved a little, and then I'm going to cast. Oh man, I should have just. Oh well, I may regret this. Whatever. I'm sacred flaming him.
Alright.
Oh,
Which
gross.
one? Which
Oh, the guy in the back.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have just. Oh well.
Dex. Alright. So this little bit of radiance kind of descends on him. Kind of like seems like he's trying to put out this fire that isn't actually on him. Alright, anything else?
Nah.
Alright.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on whoever looks the most hurt over there.
No one?
Anyone's
Ford.
taking anything.
No one's
Ford.
hurt? Okay,
Ford's the only one.
Okay,
Ford
okay.
took a hit.
Ford is perhaps one of the most squishy.
Oh well, I already said it. Waste of a spell slot, but it's fine. Ford, you got some +2 AC, my friend.
Cool.
Alright. So these guys. This guy over here is going to drop his crossbow and pull out his sword and slash at Aida.
Whoops.
What? That damage.
Yeah, at least it did 0.
What is that? A D6? For a short sword?
Yeah, it's a 1d6 plus their dexterity or their roll. Yeah, dexterity or strength, whichever's higher. Plus their proficiency modifier, but 15. Yeah, hits. So I'm gonna take 4 damage off my temporary hit points, so I'm still 1 above full. And that's it.
Alright, this guy is going to do the same, drop his crossbow, pull out his short sword, and hit Irena.
Try. Fail.
It's taking a long time to get to me, but yeah.
This guy is going to turn tail and bounce out. And this guy is out of here too.
So getting through, or how high is the fence? It wasn't difficult terrain or anything?
Yeah, I guess it would be difficult terrain because he has to hop over it. So he went 55 feet. Alright. Irena is gonna just chill over here. Aida.
Non-lethal. I'm gonna quarterstaff and then unarmed strike, trying to knock this guy in front of me unconscious.
Okay.
And then whichever one drops him, two-handed, so it would be 11 if it hits.
Okay, so that would take him down.
Okay. And then when they're dropped unconscious, they're at 1 hit point instead of 0, right?
I think they're at 0.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, so
0 but stable.
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I would get the 5 hit points back, so I go back up to 5. And then I'm going to run over here and use my unarmed strike. Probably not being as gentle on this one.
Yeah, you kind of chop him on the shoulder knowing that there's like a certain pressure point there. You hit him just right and he just immediately drops to the ground dead.
Austin Powers judo chop.
Anything else?
Kind of look a little smug, probably.
That was pretty awesome. The backflip set you up.
Yeah.
Yep. Monks, yeah. That's pretty sweet. No.
You froze.
Freeze again? Did his computer freeze again?
Yeah. All right. Thankfully he's done. Ismark is going to go attend to Irena. So, Clenwood.
Alright, so I can't actually see the guy on the map anymore, but presumably Clenwood can still see, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so gonna dash up to the fence. Well, move, bonus action dash up to the fence, and then try and shortbow him again.
Okay.
That's an 11 for the attack roll.
Misses.
Alright. Okay, suddenly there's,
2 hyenas.
yeah. And
Oh.
I need to adjust the size because it's me. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so, yeah, having missed him, I will shout back, "This one's getting away!" Not sure what that was just then. I think that was partly off.
Alright, so next is going to be forward.
So this one that was running away on our side, he's already gone, or she is already gone. Is that what you said? Are you muted or fused?
Sorry.
Frozen.
There you go.
Okay.
You can still see him.
Let's see. Do I have anything that could compel them to not do that? It doesn't look like it. Actually, I think Ford's just gonna see him run off and just like, all right, well, and not engage. Yeah, and if someone else wants to do anything with initiative, they can do that. I'm just gonna let him run off.
Okay. So did anyone else, Reyna and Adira, did you want to do anything?
I don't think any of my spells have enough range to catch the guys who have run. So, no.
Oh, there is something I could do, but that's...
I won't chase him down.
No.
You want to chase him down?
No.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna...
Oh. God.
Alright. Let's change this music back.
What was that all about?
Alright, and then you have this guy, like, on the ground.
That crossbow that he dropped, what kind of crossbow was that?
Light crossbow.
Is light the same as hand crossbow?
No, those are different.
All right. Well, I'll take his weapons from him and just hold on to him. If he has anything besides a crossbow, I'll just hold on to it for the time being.
Okay, so these guys only have their light crossbows and their swords on them, just so you guys know.
Well, I will go ahead and, at least from these two guys over here, loot their bolts, but leave the light crossbows because I can't. Well, I could use them. I just won't be proficient.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'll
just gonna
take
yell at
one of
Glenwood.
them, yeah.
We have one of them alive.
All right. Good to know.
So Robert can hear, but he can't speak.
Just leave your mic on, and you will probably be able to hear him stuff.
That's true. Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, is the fallen guy conscious or unconscious?
He's unconscious.
I think we all have a few questions for him. Is that true?
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I have manacles. I'd like to manacle him,
Okay.
That is brilliant.
and then I will lay on hands for 1 hit point,
Okay.
and grapple him. Give him a hug.
I don't hear you over there.
We can barely hear you.
We can hear
It's
you
probably through
downstairs.
mine, yeah. Okay, so he's manacled, has 1 hit point. I'll just keep that. Okay. And grappled.
Yeah.
Manacled, grappled.
Hit
All
point
the
one hit.
things. Okay.
fumbling around with a light crossbow, getting unloaded.
All right.
And as he wakes up, let me sure I have this. Yeah, he does. As he wakes up, I guess I'll in my grapple grab him by like the shirt cuff, pull him really close to my face, uncomfortably close to my face, and just say "speak" and try to intimidate him.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation.
Ooh.
All right, so he, you feel him kind of like shudder, and he says, "I'll speak. Strahd will come for you." And then before you can do anything else, he like takes a bite of something, and his mouth just foams over, and he falls limp in your hands.
Can I heal him again for 1 hit point?
I guess so.
I just want to deny him. That's really what it's coming down to. Yeah, I lay back on hands for 1 hit point.
Doesn't matter.
And when he wakes up,
I can do this all day.
4 of these.
yeah, when he wakes up, I tell him, "You're not going anywhere."
Strahd will come for you.
And he takes another bite. No.
It's like,
He spits at you.
Oh,
Nasty
does he?
foam.
I'll show some manners, that boy.
What does Strahd want from us? We've been here 1 day.
Any fresh blood is good blood.
So, even your blood is gonna be good blood, and I pull out my dagger and prick his throat.
I'd gladly die for Strahd.
Well, should we give him what he wants?
I just brought him back.
What is Barovian justice system? Are there jails like? Would I know? I haven't been here that much longer than everyone else, but would I know like that no one's gonna care about this person and that no one's gonna like put him in jail?
Yeah, I mean, knowing that he works for Strahd, no one's going to jail him.
Yeah.
We're going to be intimidated by him. They're just gonna be like, "Run along, tell him we were nice to you."
Then I just nod at Clinwood.
Wait.
Wait, I don't nod at Clinwood.
I'm going to cast command on him and say, "Explain."
Explain what?
Well, I mean, what the last question was like, why, whatever it was.
What does he want
That
from us?
question.
Yeah.
Just keeping an eye on you for Strahd.
Why? I can't. It's only one word.
I slowly pull him forward into...
Weren't you already like in his face?
No,
Yeah.
Now they're making out.
But I pull him forward into Clinwood's dagger.
Yep. And I just so
Perfect.
Well, I've wasted so many spells this combat.
I wasted 2 lay on hands for that.
2 points.
Is there anything on his body that, clothing-wise, that reflects Strahd?
No.
No emblems on his weapons, on his cloak. I do take his cloak.
Okay. It's just a simple black cloak.
Okay.
Well, apparently Strahd knows we're here.
well. Let's get Irena to safety, and then we can deal with Strahd. Maybe if we can't get out of here.
All right, and with that, we're gonna call it a night. I'll get your XP for you before I forget.
All right.
We lived, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's see. On Wednesday, I will be continuing the saga of Clancy the Necromancer in Skyrim. That's always fun, so come join for that. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central. And then Thursday, we have Elysia with Ryan DMing. That's 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Twitter. You'll see these get tweeted out. Also follow us on Twitch, and you'll get notified when we go live. And then I
I'm
guess
gonna do some Oxenfree tomorrow as well, after my interview.
Yep.
Probably.
And then I guess the next scheduled thing would be next Monday for the return of Valandor after its hiatus,
Yay!
Sweet.
presumably. Yep. And then yeah, just keep an eye out. We do lots of things that aren't scheduled. I just finished up watching the show Gotham's, and I've been feeling like retrying to do Arkham Asylum, so I may stream that. Yeah, just keep an eye out on us, and you'll know when we're doing all these fun things.
Sure.
Anyone
All right,
got
thanks
anything
for...
else?
Follow us on Twitter at YouPick Gaming. We also have YouTube. You can just search us at YouPick Gaming. And yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter. We just did a one-shot giveaway that someone won that we'll be playing in a couple weeks. And we like to do those every once in a while. So make sure you follow us so you know when we're doing those and you can play with us.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.